to start the music, and then we can begin. So last time, you guys, I think we started the session with. Were we still in the fight? Yeah.
Yes.
Let me just turn down the bar. Sorry, I'm running on low power tonight. So yeah, we started in the fight as you guys had just come back up to full health, thanks to June's spell. Which, now that you are back, I have. What we're going to say is that the medical jutsu can only be cast using temporary hit points, but we'll get into that because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. But
Cool.
essentially, as everyone had come back up, you got back into the fight, nearly actually finishing off some of your opponents as you were bringing them down pretty low, and then your fight was cut short a little bit as Daichi called for you to stop fighting and uh, basically saying that your sparring session was over. Elias continued to try and attack one of the people flying over on his giant dragonfly, and as he let off a shot, uh, Daichi appeared to actually stop the shot and kind of reaffirm his position on you ending your battle. But Ryufusa took that chance to try and take Jerry out, which he did actually manage to do, drop uh, Jerry, who jumped back up because of his tattoo, uh, as had Estrella, who invisibly then knocked Ryufusa out, taking down another son of Daichi, as he didn't even know what hit him. But thankfully, as the spell ended, everyone went back up to full hit points. Your conditions were removed, and you basically, yeah, suffered no permanent damage from that battle, though you may still be a little bit tapped. After that, you had a little conversation with Daichi, who offered you a mission and basically asked you guys to go and make sure that none of the suitors that would be visiting Lady Sumihime the following day, that none of them actually managed to earn her hand in marriage, which some of you had some questions about uh, how you might do that, and others had questions about why you should be doing it at all. But Daichi gave you that mission, and you guys went off to go and enjoy some sushi as you wrapped up the night and finished your first day of training, which is where we will pick up with you now, as you were all conversing and planning. And yeah, it was a bit of back and forth. We ended the session with you guys just wrapping things up and about to head your separate ways, most of you heading back towards the monastery to get some sleep, and Z and Estrella heading over to speak with Lady Sumihime, possibly. But that is where we're going to rejoin you now. June, you sort of stepped into the mists, and no one has been sure where you were since the battle. So, whenever you want to reappear, feel free to do so.
I think June would probably head back to the to the I think the monastery where we're staying, or the wherever we're staying. I think that's at the dojo or whatever. Because I went full void mode, so I gained 2 levels of exhaustion. So I'm pretty tired.
So, you guys can make your way back up to the top of the map here to jump into the city map, and then we can avoid cloning your tokens.
My map is not loaded yet. It is taking a while.
I also don't have a token at the moment, so if you could just move
Yeah,
my
that's fine.
camera to the next screen.
Yeah, I will do that in a minute.
Cool.
so you guys head back out into the city, and let's see. Yeah, the conversation with Lady Sumihime is not going to have a specific map because I've got all the nighttime stuff prepared, but it is currently about 20 to 10 at night, so it is not a long walk for you guys to get back to the estate and to the monastery. But you can tell that the other squad has probably made their way back there by now as well.
Mhm.
June,
So just to make sure who's heading where. I think
Has
Seto mentioned
anyone
he's going.
other than Estrella not going to the monastery?
I think Seto said something about going for a run before.
Yeah, but that's just joking matter.
Oh no, but that's right. You were going to go take a jog around town, or are you not actually doing that?
No, it's fine. I'm not gonna actually do it. Just gonna go with everybody on the monastery. Or essentially at the guest estate. Or did I press wrong?
I mean, you could probably go for a jog and be back at the same time everyone else does.
Yeah,
Excellent response request.
yeah, definitely won't add much time onto your journey there. But yeah, the monastery is the one you want to head into if you're making your way to. There's
And in bed,
brilliant
Jim goes.
planes flying over tonight.
Hmm.
There's so many planes flying over tonight. I don't know why. Like, planes don't usually fly over here. But yeah, so sorry if I lose you, but we will, as the rest of you are heading back to the monastery, we will join Estrella and Z as you make your way to go and see Lady Sumihime. She will be up at the Akodo estate where you got your rings, and as you make your way over there, you will notice that it is pretty heavily guarded. There are some burly-looking samurai standing outside, possibly there to protect the princess. As you guys notice this, Z will say that we're going to have to find a way around those guards. Have you got a way to sort of get us inside without them noticing?
I have an idea. I could make myself invisible, then get past them, see the insides, find a place that is like off the radar, then get back outside, and then we just step through a door.
Oh, well, I can give a little bit of a scout ahead if you just want to try and look inside. And then you can open the door.
Oh, sounds like a good idea.
I mean, okay, so you will see her cast a little bit of a jutsu as you'll see her eyes glow for a second, and then she'll say, "Okay, her quarters seem clear. Same place that we got the rings." And then she'll give you a bit of direction as to how far from where you are to set a dimension door. I assume that's what you're attempting.
Exactly.
Okay, I will ask you to please give me a stealth check as you are doing this, as the dimension door will absolutely work perfectly to get there past the guards. But yeah, to not make it so obvious as you guys make your way through.
22.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. No one notices you arrive as you and Z step through your dimension door into the room where Lady Sumihime is. Uh, you see her busy sitting there. She seems like she's just drinking some tea. As she looks up to see the two of you, and she says, "Oh, good. I was wondering when you'd drop by."
Had a little sparring session to get through.
Well, I hope they bring you through your paces. So, I need to speak to the two of you about what will be happening tomorrow. I assume that's why you're here. Z will be giving a nod as well, just greeting.
I guess. Hmm.
Well, what the important thing is, obviously, I'm sure you two understand that I will not be accepting any of these offers, but I need to make it look reasonable. If my father finds out I've just been rejecting everyone who is proposing tomorrow, he'll throw a fit. So, if you guys could help me, I don't know, tarnish their names a little bit, make them seem a little less competent than they might be. I'm not expecting much from them in the first place, but if you could help me out, that would be greatly appreciated.
In a special way, you think, like, make the what you call them, the people that serves under them seem incompetent. Since that seems like a bad idea to have someone that has incompetent people.
Well, I'd like you to make them look incompetent as much as you can, but I will leave that up to your discretion. The Lion Clan Daimyo may be watching over the processions, so long as they don't get the right gifts, I mean, it's old tradition, but I mean, if you could make it look like none of them could solve Lady Doji's puzzles, then I may have grounds just to reject them myself. Though, as I said, I'll leave that up to you. Right. Well, also remember that you will not. I mean, they won't take kindly to you walking around here, seeing as you are from the Blue Dragon clan. You may want to adopt some disguises if anyone is actually coming in. There is a little tea house across the road if you need a place to sort of camp out. But yeah, Z will give you a nod, Estrella, like she seems to understand what her orders from Lady Sumihime are. But was there something else you wanted to discuss with her? I feel like I remember there was.
Well, since I don't know what the 3 gifts are supposed to be, I do not know how to make them seem like they brought the wrong thing. Since what I think maybe would be the wrong thing could be the thing that was actually part of the riddle.
I somehow doubt that. Just make it ridiculous. Look, these questions are not, it's not a science. I mean, there's no one correct answer. There obviously was for Lady Doji, but the point here is that they can prove themselves and prove that they have some wit. So, you know, it may be a little more complicated than just having the right answer or the wrong one. There's some nuance to this. You understand, it is all political. This is definitely not for love.
I understand.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sure they will notice you missing if you stick around here too long. But I will see you two in the morning. And Z will give a bow and say, just sort of wish her luck for what she's going to have to do tomorrow. Sort of put on the full princess mode. Okay. Anything else you want to discuss with Sumihime, or are you going to try and make your way out the way you can?
I guess we're just gonna try to make ourselves, like, get ourselves out before we get caught.
Okay. Yeah, and you do so without too much issue, heading back out onto the town square and back into the city at night. Meanwhile, we will jump over to the rest of the crew as you have made your way back towards the monastery, unless there is anything else you want to do. What are you guys doing as you make your way over there?
Yeah, you want to ask again who exactly is walking back? Seto is like running around, Jun is just appearing there, and Sakura.
Juna's currently passed out in bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, June and Stray are the only ones really messing properly. Everyone else is there making their way together, and you're not far from the monastery, so it won't take you long to arrive. Oh no. Oh, sorry. I've gotten so used to moving Sakura. Is I was just moving everyone across. Um, so, Estrella, are you also going to head back to the monastery?
Yeah, sorry, my mouth like moved in.
Yeah, I think I don't have any plans for the rest of the evening.
So yeah, you head back to the monastery where the rest of the Blue Dragon Clan and the Red Dragon Clan have already made their way to bed after a long day of training.
Yeah, I would like to go to the monastery itself and just meditate before I go to bed.
Okay, are you trying to do something specific, or uh, just just a bit of meditation?
Just trying to relax. Just trying to find answers to questions. Yes, but likely won't happen.
What questions are you? Are you just? Oh, do you mean? Do you mean you're like asking the kami, or do you just mean you're like mulling this over yourself?
Yeah, I'm just mulling this over myself.
Oh, okay, right. Do give me a religion check though, as you're sitting here in this monastery and pretty much alone at this point. As late at night has got quite an eerie vibe. Oh wow, that is real low. Okay, so as you are sitting there, you'll feel this sort of presence that as you go deep into this meditation and start to just go into this state of like relaxation, and you start to enjoy it a little bit, you will feel that like something is watching you, but you're not sure if it's here in the monastery or if it is somewhere else entirely. Like it feels like there is some sort of god or something that is just watching you very closely, and you feel its presence close.
Yeah, I will not do anything when I finish meditating. I'll head to bed.
Okay. The rest of you also just heading to bed?
Yep.
All right. Then we can all take a long rest. Let me know if you are doing anything else, but yeah, otherwise, long rest, get back whatever you spent today.
Yeah, June is very destroyed from the previous day. I'm still on exhaustion one though.
Rip. I think Elias is even worse.
Two.
No, fortunately, I got all mine
Ah,
removed from
true.
the arena spell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's if it was something you spent, if it was exhaustion you picked up in that last battle, you would have recovered from it.
Oh, would we?
Yeah, basically all the conditions and things applied in that battle because of the arena spell that was up around you were
Oh, okay.
nullified. That's part of the reason they host the arenas here in Nishizawa, is that they have these areas that they can activate like that. It's mainly for the arenas so that people can have death matches and not stay dead.
Rise and shine. Let's go.
She's not getting up. She's gonna. She's gonna need someone to kick her out of bed.
Yeah, well, let Sakura deal with that. Or Lestra.
Yeah, I mean you'll hear quite the procession as everyone's waking up in the morning, but June just happily sleeping away.
I think she'd like get disturbed by people moving around, and she'd just throw the pillow on top of her head like a teenager.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess if Z's the last one walking out, she'll sort of poke you on the bottom of the foot and go, "Come on, it's time for more training."
Mm. 5 more minutes.
All right. I mean,
You sound like me IRL in the morning. Except for me, it's not like 5 more minutes, it's like 1 more hour.
I think you should ring a bell directly in June's ear.
I think one thaumaturgy spell could do. Quite a nice wake up.
She's still sleeping, trying to sleep soundly with the pillow on top of her head.
How about I just fire a gun right next to her?
Permanently blinded, permanently deafened.
what a way to start your morning.
The smell of gunpowder in the air. And a hole in the wall.
I mean, you could fire a blank.
Bitch, I don't buy blanks.
You don't need to buy them.
I don't use blanks there.
You just don't put anything in it. It's still gonna fire.
Then it doesn't go bang!
That's true,
Look,
but
there's one of us with a firearm here who knows how it works, and it isn't fucking you.
Yeah, you use the firearm for like 3 full days, and he knows everything.
Exactly, I am so smart.
Z will ask, how does that work? I mean, I haven't seen you put any arrows into it, or
Weird little arrows then, and just hold up a bullet, these things.
so. Does that weapon actually use regular rounds? Because I'm pretty sure it uses its own.
I think it actually... It refills
It's sort of up to
automatically
you
every
to
dawn.
flavor-wise,
for
I don't
6.
mean. Sorry.
It gets bullets every noon, just magically. But I think otherwise it does actually just use ammo.
Okay. Cool. Well, I mean, I'm not too much of a stickler about ammo, but do bear that in mind if you're going to be using that. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to worry about it too much. Just bullets are probably a difficult thing to get a hold of unless you get them. So.
Well, plan to make a factory for bullets.
Freya, Sakura, can you please go wake June up? We should probably start our day early. There's so much shit we need to do.
No.
What the?
We'll try.
Just disintegrate her.
No, I think she might have too many hit points for that.
If you fire enough disintegrate, it will work in time.
Oh my god, Sakura's learning. Don't undo the good work.
It's just a slow morning. She didn't learn anything.
Yeah, it's not even 7 a.m. yet. It's...
When will you learn?
Actually, it's bold to assume that Sakura is awake.
That your actions have consequences.
Is Sakura even awake?
Is Sakura actually awake?
Take off. We had a long rest, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Okay, and I am at no levels of exhaustion. Let's roll a luck dice. If it's above 75, Sakura's awake.
Nope. Sakura's also asleep.
Yeah. Sorry, she can't wake June up. She's not awake herself.
the void, the people with the void ring are sleeping right now. The two peas
Yeah,
inside. Two sides of the coin.
they're sleepy.
I'm just going to continuously pull magic paper and send paper animals that only say wake up until they actually get up.
Just hitting them in the head one by one.
Both of them in this under this pile of origami animals, just slowly moving up and down as they breathe.
It's a difficult animal different animal each time.
I'm
as well.
surprised the other people aren't trying to loudly wake up Jin and Sakura after we made a huge racket the previous day.
Tusky's
No.
sitting on her bed watching these little paper animals climbing all over you and just eating a packet of crisps. It's like, seems entertaining.
Oh my god, I have the most brilliant idea. Make those out of like what's called sugar paper or something. I can just imagine her just eating them before they get to June.
You know what? If you want to find magical sugar paper for me, feel free.
Just replace the paper with live grenade.
I mean, we could
We'll only,
set those
we'll need
papers
one.
on
You know what?
fire.
I do have a grenade. Hang on 1 second.
I also have a grenade, but it doesn't go boom.
What a fucking useless grenade.
It's sleeping gas.
Oh. I thought
One
you
day
said,
I'll use
I'm
it.
a dud.
Okay, we should probably get going. G, can you do me a favor and just go wake us sleepyheads? Otherwise, I'm just going alone.
Oh yeah, we're in the girls' room. I forgot.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try. No promises.
If it doesn't work, just set them on fire. They'll wake up.
That's all right. I've got an old technique, and she'll pull out the wok she bought yesterday, and her pull out the scab of a sword, and just she goes, right. Good morning, and she's gonna walk in and just start banging it as loud as she can. Just start marching up
3
and
more
down.
hours. Just 3 more hours.
Jin's gonna throw a pillow at him. That's a G.
Are you throwing a what?
My pillow at Z.
Yeah,
Sakura
it's
insists that she needs 3 more hours of sleep.
well. I mean, I think everyone else is feeling pretty rested. So, if you guys are planning on joining us today, you can join us at the town square. We're going to be at the tea house. You hear that, Sakura? The tea
Sakura
house that
like
we're
jumps
going
out
now.
like immediately and runs outside.
Yeah,
It
Jin
is
kind
time for her face off with the tea master.
of Jin sits up in her bed and just starts throwing the other pillows at Z from around the room using her mage hand.
Yes, he's just like getting hit by all of them, trying to deflect them, but clearly groggy herself, and she'll go, "Okay, all right. I'll see you there." And she just like makes her way over to the door, getting pelted with pillows.
And she eventually begrudgingly gets up.
Oh, Mika. Oh.
As he walks out, and she goes, "Yeah, I think that the great old one may be sleeping for another 1,000 years, but we should." Oh, there she is. Cool, good to go.
Sakura looks very determined to win against the tea master, who doesn't even know that they're about to be challenged.
Jin looks like death.
Yeah, well, this is happening. DM are any of the monks awake? They go through the monster itself. Center.
Yeah, you would have seen a woman walking through that. Yeah, you'll see the door open there on the left. You can see someone that's busy just getting to her morning chores.
I'll approach her. Excuse me?
Ah, Jerry, was it? How can I help you?
Yeah, so I'm looking all over the city and I'm not totally sure. I didn't find anything that I need, but maybe it's here. I need some, uh, I guess, technically religious items.
This would
Something.
probably be the place. What are you looking for?
Or something to enhance my magic, if possible. I don't know how rare it is to find those items.
I'm not entirely sure what kind of items you're referring to. If you're looking for a blessing from the Kami,
Steroids.
I mean, you could go and pray. She's like a bit confused as to what you're asking for.
It's fine, never mind. I'll see what I can find.
Yeah, as I said, I'm also running pretty low on sleep. So if there's something, was there something we discussed? It seems like you've got something
Yeah,
in mind.
I wanted an item, but you said I might find it here specifically.
You're still looking for the helm.
No, the helm. I asked one of the tabaxis to look for it.
What? Yeah, that's why I'm confused. Just tell me what item.
Yeah, 1 second, I forgot its name. It's
Oh, okay.
specifically for clerics, paladins. Let's see.
The dwarven thrower.
Yeah, I need
The
another
sword
weapon.
one.
That's what I'm missing.
Yeah, I mean, you might be able. You got to tell me what you're looking for.
Yeah, 1 second. That's
Don't
on me.
worry.
Yeah, amulet of the devout. There we go.
Oh, the cleric one.
It's paladin one as well. It works for both.
Yeah, you
These
could
green-
probably find one of those.
Yeah, they come either uncommon, rare, or very rare, so I can roll like I did last time. If you want me to see what
Yeah.
if there's anything.
Yeah, I don't remember what we rolled last time, but
Yeah, just investigation I rolled.
yeah, we can do that. As she will say that that is definitely something they can probably help you find and lead you over into another room. Let's see, for an amulet, she would take you over to. Yeah, actually, just into the room. Yeah, top. And she would tell you to follow her. And say, is there any particular Kami that you are, I don't know, fond of?
It's complicated, but none at the moment.
Well, it seems some of them may be fond of you. I mean, you have a certain aura about you that we don't see much around here.
Not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, that may be up to you. As she goes over to a chest at the back of the room, and you will see her sort of pull out a drawer from the bottom level, and you will see all manner of like holy symbols and just a couple of things that would be used for rituals, a few sets of incense and things like that, and you will see a bit of jewelry that would be a part of the attire of a priest, kind of doing that kind of work. of course, forgetting the actual Shinto religions and mythologies right now, but yeah, she will pull out an amulet of the devout and say, "This is, I think, what you were looking for, though we do not take money here at the monastery. You are welcome to make a donation to the Lion Clan, but we would prefer that you actually help out a little around the monastery just while you are staying here in exchange for this. The ponds could use a little bit of cleaning and the fish could be fed. Uh, If you could do that for us, you'd make my chores easier, and I think the kami would reward us both."
Consider it done then. Where would I be making that donation exactly?
Oh, well, if you're going to help around the monastery, then that won't be necessary. But if there are donations you would like to make, there is a small box at the front of the monastery uh, that is set up by the daimyo, of course. It has nothing to do with the actual temple.
Okay.
And anything else I can help you with? So, are you adding that on D&D Beyond, or should I?
I will. Which rarity is it?
Uh, I'll say it's a rare one with an 18.
Yeah, I'll add it. Yeah, that will be everything. Where do you keep the fish food?
In my office, the if you head back into the temple, you'll see your first door on your right.
Okay. Thank you for your help.
Absolutely. Let me know if you need anything else. Sure, I'll see you again later today, and she'll just give you a bow as she seems to be getting ready to head out herself.
Yeah, I'll also head out.
Okay. So are you gonna stick around a bit longer and like try and do some of those chores now, or are you gonna try and catch up to everyone else?
Well, if you're the one going to tier, like, I'll go and ask what they're doing beforehand.
To the group.
Yeah, I'll ask the group what's the plan.
Well, yeah, you'll easily catch up to the rest of them as they're just walking through the estate and heading out towards the city. And we can all go back onto the city map.
I think our first order of business is the suitors. Unless it's too early.
I missed out on the whole suitor thing. Can someone fill me in?
Our oh so loving daimyo wants us to sabotage other suitors for the Lady Suihime.
Yeah,
That's
there's
it.
going to be people. So today, just also just sort of catch you up a little bit meta-wise. Today, and you'll probably be able to hear it in the distance at the moment as drums are beginning to be played, or maybe not quite yet, still pretty early. But there is going to be quite a procession of people heading towards the estate where you guys got your rings, because there will be nobles offering their hand in marriage to Lady Sumihime, and there is basically a quest that a lot of them have been on for quite some time now, to answer some riddles based on an old Crane Clan tradition, and there are basically 3 puzzles for the suitors to solve, and unless you can solve those puzzles, you don't stand a chance, basically. But this is something ordained by the shogun, and Daichi is forbidden from marrying her, so he is not allowed to be involved, and has ordered you guys to make sure that everyone else fails, so that they can eventually get married themselves. But they are also expecting you to head to the dojo today to meet with Hinaga Tenshiro to do some training. So, yeah, it seems like that'll be sort of an all-day procession, but you guys don't have that much information on it at the moment. So, as everyone is, Jerry, are you joining us on the city map?
Yeah, if the party is starting at like with the suitors, I will take care of the chores here beforehand and join them afterwards. I
Okay.
believe they are more capable in the discreet part of things than me.
Okay, that's cool. Would you mind just stepping onto the city map anyway, so that we
Yep.
can, because if I activate it now, it's gonna lock you up. Cool. So, as Jerry meets up, are you guys making any plans here, or any discussions before you head off, or yeah, what do you guys want to do?
So if I got this right, we just have to sabotage some other poor people's love life. Sounds fun
Yes.
enough.
I mean,
think
it's not really a love life if the other person doesn't love you back. It's just pointless emotions toward a person that doesn't really give a shit about you and would probably want you rather dead than in her life. So there's 2 sides to every coin, I guess.
Yeah, it's more
Do
like
you wanna-
sabotage their political plans.
Seto, do you want to talk about it?
What the hell, man? Fucking dickhead. Fucking dick.
I don't think you guys should feel too bad, as he will say, about screwing these guys over. I mean, remember, they are all nobles already. It's not like they've got much to lose, or I mean, they've got plenty to lose, but I mean, they won't be losing much. And this has definitely got nothing to do with the emotions. This is completely political. Lady Sumihime wants to be a part of it about as much as it seems the rest of you do. The quicker we can deal with this, the better.
See? I'll just put my tongue towards Elias and walk away.
Hey, someone's got problems.
Fuck you.
I think I could I have 2 ideas. One is they're both kind of simple. One is possibly if they're transporting something in a box, sneak into the or get to the box and just slap a lock on it. So when they try to open it to present it, they're kind of boned.
Oh.
Good one. And number 2?
The Retrieval Hawk spell, jutsu. If you can nab something out of their hands, I feel like it's not gonna make them look good.
How many suitors are there again?
Oh, if you just want to nab the object, that's easy.
Yeah, well, that's all it really takes, isn't it?
I might have a solution to at least fuck up one of the noble's plans and As she says this, June just transforms into Elias standing in front of her.
You transform into me?
No, I can change into one of them, you dingus.
Oh, I thought you said Elias.
Yeah,
I was changing myself for dramatic effect.
June has turned herself into you, Elias, to prove that point that she can change.
You know what? Maybe I am not so smart.
No, both plans are good. Because there are multiple of them, we can take one of them by essentially kidnapping them and then letting June sabotage itself. We can use your skills in order to get to the place that we shouldn't be and then replace the stuff that they wanted to present with something more gross. Maybe I don't know, a smoke bomb or like just a pile of shit or something, which would be seen as an insult.
Panel
I
don't
think
know.
I'd get someone
something like
killed
that.
if I just dropped in like the dog turd in somebody's present. They would get
She was kind of
executed.
implying that it doesn't matter about their lives, but
That's
I
fair,
don't know how
but
hard you guys want to go.
Any other ideas? They're both good ideas. That's at least two of them told.
you know what? I think we ought to do better on the spot.
Yet usually that just ends up with bunch of corpses.
Then don't kill people.
I don't think we're at much risk of killing people when it comes to this sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
I hope. Please don't kill people.
Seto has definitely got a point, though. Straya and I did see it's pretty heavily guarded. They are not going to let us in, seeing as they are not fans of the Blue Dragon clan. I might be able to get in if I pull some familial strings, but I think if we want to actually go inside, June's idea might not be so bad. I think we've probably all got some jutsu that could help us do something similar. Maybe less convincing, but enough to fool the guards at least.
I have a disguise kit.
Yeah, that'll work.
As I said, maybe less convincing.
Again, I don't think that me and Jerry would be as helpful to you guys. I could still keep a lookout outside and try to deal with any pests or whatever, but you have to understand that all of those people are going to be on heavy guard because they probably are going to try to sabotage each other, and we're probably the third party that's going to try to do that. Humans are nasty creatures.
Well, there's a little tea house across the road where I figured we might be able to sit and do some recon without drawing any suspicion. It's a pretty popular place.
If there's
Huh?
space, below the floorboards, we can have somebody go underneath and just mess with them as they're walking, make them come off as super clumsy. That's also another thing we can do.
Oh, true. Jerry did disappear in Earth back in the training.
Could you
They've
imagine?
got really big mice.
Could you just imagine being a guard at the front of the estate? You see the tea house walls, bit by bit, extending towards you. You don't know if you're going insane or what.
Yeah, just saying to the other guard, is it just me or is this town slowly getting smaller?
That tea house is getting awfully large, awfully close. I don't think buildings are supposed to move.
Dude, I think I'm really craving tea. It's like getting this tunnel vision.
We do that. We lure the guards away from their post.
I mean, there's always an option to just drug them all as well.
Get them
That-
super high. That's
Yeah, like Night Market has some fucked up shit, bro. Like people I've seen there, I don't think I'm even like I want to touch that shit. They look like fucking stone cold dead.
But
some of them.
ideally, we don't want to leave evidence of tampering. It'd be a bit suspicious if a lot of guards suddenly got drugged very quickly.
Oh no, I'm not talking about the guard. I'm talking about the shooters.
You know what? That's a really good idea.
I mean, can you imagine them coming high in front of Sumehime? The disrespect.
I can also try to trick one of them into following me as a courtesan. Someone
Also-
walking away with a courtesan. He's he's seeing people on the side.
True. Or you could turn into Sumehime as well, and trick him into doing something that he shouldn't.
Oh, now you're thinking.
Ah. And nobody's gonna believe him, right?
Nobody.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we can think a little bit more about those things with some tea.
And also, I want to know more about how
That's
suitors are
interesting.
gonna come around. Are they already there? Are they waiting? Are they going to show up in carriages or what? Let's go over and see.
Yeah. Let's go to the. Let's go and have a little bit of breakfast, some nice soothing tea, and we can talk about it.
Yeah, let's go scout out the competition.
So yeah, you guys can head back to the town square. That is the outside of the building.
Shit.
Jerry, as you would be doing your chores, I mean, it wouldn't take that long. You would probably be done within like 2 hours of everyone else making their way out. But is there something you would like to do with your day, or are you going to go and join them at the tea house a bit later? He said, "Come." Also, Sakura, do remember that you muted. Just in case you feel like everyone's ignoring.
No, I haven't really been saying anything, don't worry. She is, for this, she's kind of just staying out of it. She doesn't
Well, I
really
mean-
like either of them, so she's not gonna actively use her intelligence to come up with ways to secure a marriage that could harm people, but that's something that she has to deal with, so she's just listening. She's not gonna stop anyone from doing anything, she's just not going to aid in it.
Right now,
There's
everyone's
also the
going to
tea
get tea
maker.
from the tea house. So
Oh, we're going to the tea house, nice.
Have a competition.
Where is the tea house? 'Cause I went-
Wait a second. That's the
Wait.
plan.
Okay,
We
I
drug
went
the
to-
tea. We drug the tea.
Are you ready for
And that way,
I'm ready for
we get them abbreviated.
I hope there's but there might be
Perfect plan.
we drug our own tea.
That's actually a good
Yeah,
idea.
get us
I mean,
more
yeah, I'm not
confidence.
opposed. This sounds like a great way to start the morning. Don't know how it's going to help.
Okay, Okay.
When you guys approach, this is the same tea house that you guys saw yesterday, and you will see that the tea maker has just opened up, or actually he's probably been, he's like got the first few brews going, uh, but you can see him busy sitting and getting everything ready for the morning as you all arrive. And yeah, you'll see the tea house is empty at the moment. Plenty of tables to sit. It's not just the balcony, it goes inside as well. But obviously, don't have maps for that. And on the other side of the town square, you will notice that uh, you'll see the woman from the monastery arriving and standing outside as she waits for some suitors to start making their way inside. But what are you doing as you arrive at the tea house?
She wants to find the tea master and challenge him to a tea off.
Let's engulf it.
Yeah. Like suddenly into golf. Yeah, you'll see him just standing there getting ready for the morning, and he'll sort of turn to you all as you arrive, like with a smile and a bit of a bow, like coming to greet you as customers. But Sakura, you're just walking up straight to.
I heard you make good tea.
Well, I'm glad my reputation is still spreading. Uh, some would say the best in Nishizawa, though I will leave that up to your tastes. What can I get you all this morning?
I want to taste your tea, but I also want to challenge you to a tea competition. Because I make the best tea, I've been told I make the best tea in. Where do I live again?
Kiga,
Kyoto? No, no, not in Kiga. In
you do make the best tea in Kiga.
I'm pretty. Oh, well, I've been told I make the best tea in Kiga.
Probably also the best tea ever. Period. Like, I mean, you've been complimented by some pretty impressive people. Just saying. Jin's kind of
Yes.
just catching up, Sakura.
I have befriended dragons through my tea. It is very good tea, and thus I wish to challenge you to a tea off.
You'll see him.
But I also want to drink your tea.
You'll see him kind of look you up and down, and his eyes widen, and he says, "Ah, you must be the Lady Sasaki. I have heard tales of your adventures. We had a dragon in here not too long ago who was bragging of a tea he had received from some teenage prodigy. I assume that was you."
I feel like every time someone says that they've heard of her, she's surprised. I feel like she needs to get used to it.
Yeah,
And
no,
also get called Lady Sasaki. She kind of just tries to hide her shock of being heard of. And the compliments, and says, "I think so."
he will give a respectful nod and say, "Well then," and he'll look at the tea preparation in front of him, and he'll say, "This just won't do for such a challenge." And he will move it to the side as he stands up and he says, "Please give me a moment. I will go and fetch my very best tea sets, and we shall see who truly makes the best tea in Kiga. For
She
the
gives
rest
a
of you,
respectful bow.
I will invite the rest of you to be our judges. If you would like to take a seat, I will be back in a moment, and we can begin the brew." And he will like give you all a respectful bow and make his way to the back, um, where yeah, you'll notice that the supplies he left behind look perfectly good. So whatever he's bringing must be good.
She'll take out her tea set and quickly just talk to her tier weird tea weird. Oh my goodness, her tea weird, whose name is Machi, and ask if it has picked up any good leaves, because it says that a tea weird reside. I can't find it. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Here it is. It resides in my teapot. Charmed water elemental. I remember reading something like months ago about it just picking up random leaves it finds. Oh, it only picks up material. Wait. Okay, I don't know. Oh, it's in here. I don't know where it is.
We
But
can.
I remember reading somewhere that it just picks up leaves as you adventure somewhere.
Uh, yeah,
Oh, at the
it only
bottom.
picks up materials it chooses to,
Oh,
and it
yes.
can. So yeah, it can reject leaves. Though you will see when you ask it that, it'll like shift, and you'll see a little leaf float into the middle of the sort of watery sphere, as you see it is definitely a marijuana leaf, and you see it is something that
No.
Z has probably given to it, as it seems to shrug like this one seems special.
Machi, no. She looks so disappointed. She looks at Z and gives her a pissed off look that she's corrupting her sweet little tea weird. And she'll say, "No, Machi, that's not a tea leaf. That's a bad leaf. It's it's a it's a drug leaf. We don't want those." And she'll just hand it to Z, and just in her mind say, "Keep those to yourself, please."
She'll say, "Okay, first of all, would not waste my weed on your water elemental, and second of all, I'll have you know that this makes very good tea." So I
Does it
guess,
actually? Like,
yeah,
would Sakura know if marijuana makes good tea?
yeah, you can give me a nature check. I feel like Sakura would have probably never brewed it herself, just out of
Makes you feel pretty happy.
yeah. A 22 actually. I mean, tea is often drank like a lot of teas have got a sort of calming effect, and yeah, wheat tea is very good at that. In fact, it is it's much milder than taking it in any other form, and is quite relaxing without much of a high. Um, so yeah, it does make very good tea. So the tea weird at this point will start to produce some of the other things, and you will see that it has possibly stolen a lot of these from Z, as Z has got quite a collection of herbs and leaves that some she picked up in Kamigawa that are now the tea weird seems to have amassed a bit of a collection here, and you have got a range of flavors and things. Though at this point, the tea maker will come back out, and you will see he's got any supplies you could possibly want in this shop, as he brings a beautiful tea set that you can see this is like something old. There is this tea set has been broken and repaired 1,000 times. It is like this looks like some ancient tea set, but he comes in and starts preparing himself, and sets up so that both of you will be able to work opposite each other as he starts setting up for this challenge. Is anyone else doing anything in this tea house as you arrive?
June is currently looking away towards where the suitors would be coming and going, or maybe even walking around and just trying to look for, particularly the ones we have to worry about. That's what June's doing.
Cool. You can give me a perception check.
Sweet. God damn it.
Yeah, so with a 13, you don't see any suitors arriving yet, but you will hear the music starting to play. As you will hear, it sounds like a chorus of it sounds like a couple of men is singing this like chant, this long like an announcement that a a festival is beginning, or like a celebration is beginning, and they just seem to be like singing this melody that you can tell is going to turn into quite a raucous performance, and you will hear that the sounds are coming from inside the estate. It seems like there are already people in there, but whether or not the suitors have arrived, you cannot tell.
Right.
Yeah, she's kind of half distracted by the competition right now.
Yeah, speaking of which, Sakura, you can make a check with your pools if that's how it works. Otherwise, whatever you usually roll for making tea is a performance.
Yeah, I think it's performance, but my performance is +1.
Yeah, though can't you like make a check with the brewer's kit or something, or the
How
tea
do you
set
do
itself?
that?
Because it should be that plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay,
You're
so
definitely
just
proficient with the
like a
tea set.
D20 +6.
Yeah, I think we can just do that.
Yeah, that's all that.
Okay, not bad. Now let us see for him. I want to double check. Oh, yeah, does not go so well for him, as you definitely are like prepared. You you know you're about to put your best foot forward, as you see him moving quite slowly, and he seems to have uh, like more of a ritual to it, but he doesn't seem to be trying that hard, though you are on top form, and you
Mm.
have brewed a very good pot of tea here, as yeah, the two of you compete. What does it look like as Sakura is brewing her tea, and what? Yeah, I mean, describe this tea for us.
She enters a state of what I can only think of to describe it as is ADHD hyperfocus, where you get like so focused on something that everything around you just disappears. And there's like just it's actually very calm. It's not like, you know, like a rushed like tea thing. She's just sitting, making her tea calmly, taking time, and doing everything properly with precision, and a lot of care and attention put into it, tea weird and her familiar help her. I feel like her familiar mostly just comes to help make tea, to be honest. But yes, it's very calm, precise, calculated movements, and yeah. So it's not like a frantic um cooking show kind of thing where you're like trying to get something done on time and you're like there's just ingredients going everywhere, you know. It's just like very calm.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
both of you sort of matching that energy level of, um, although we would see it in all its anime drama of just like these long panning shots of like the concentration in your eyes and just the water-like movements of your hands as you move all of these things back and forth, and you can see this tea maker, he watches you as well as you work, and seems quite impressed with what you were doing. But as for the rest of you, you will smell these brews coming through, and when they complete these this sort of challenge, they will line up um, some little cups of tea for you to drink, and I would like everyone to please give me a Constitution saving throw, as we'll see. This is to determine whether or not you actually like it that much. But please feel free to make up your own reactions as you all are served some beautiful cups of tea. Yeah, the higher your roll, the nicer you found this.
Who are you in for? Strategy. Oh yeah, James not sure.
Okay, so Sessa really enjoys the tea.
Yeah. I think he's used to it, so he knows.
I feel like his pupils kind of like dilates a little bit. He turns into like a little kitten.
And also, my taste buds are better. So. So,
What a flex. My taste buds are better than yours.
hey, I'm a cat.
Zeta just starts purring.
You have a tongue of spikes.
How much does Sakura like her own tea? Okay. She thinks this is pretty good tea.
So yeah, as you guys give your judgments, the tea maker will, you'll see this look of shame on his face, but it'll sort of be replaced by this impressed look, and then he will say, "Well, we may have had a slightly biased judging panel, but I do respect your craft, madam. I see why you have gained such popularity. I look forward to seeing what you do as you continue, and if your samurai path does not lead you into too much danger, I welcome you to come and work here if you are ever in Nishizawa and in need of something to do. I would happily have someone of your talent keeping this place alive."
She bows respectfully. Arigatou gozaimasu.
You can see that this guy is quite old, and he seems to be the only person actually working in this tea house. Seems to be his place and something that he has probably had for a long, long time. But yeah, some of you with your passive insights will see that he is looking at Sakura like with a pride of like, oh, this is the next generation of tea makers, and that he has hope for the future.
Let me see something quickly. I'm tempted to just make him a simulacrum of myself and leave it here to make tea to help him out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he would appreciate that. That may take some effort though. So meanwhile, we'll go to the rest of you that are keeping an eye out on the estate across the way. You will notice uh, a few figures starting to arrive as you will see members of different clans arriving. Two of them will arrive on horseback as they arrive and tie up their horses outside. You will notice that they are definitely from the Unicorn clan, but both of them look more like magistrates than samurai. Honestly, they are dressed up very fancy in robes and whatnot, as they will make their way inside and be greeted by the guards outside the estate as they make their way in. You will see them followed up by the Phoenix clan samurai that seems to just arrive on foot and bow to the guards as he arrives, as they let him in as well. He will be followed not long after by a member of. Sorry, I lost the name there. You won't actually know which clan this is from. I would like everyone to give me a history check as you see the third figure arriving clad in green armor, and it seems like it is very fancy armor. It is this sort of emerald green.
This is the third time. I
Is
am
it-
the master historian.
Is that not like the green armor rings a bell of that red dragon guy? But I feel like Sakura would remember because we
Wait a
did see him in the
minute.
last 30 days, right?
It does look like similar armor. But yeah, you would know that is a common color in the Red Dragon clan. Though this guy is wearing a full helmet, and it seems like it is adorned with a few more details and things. His seemed more geared for actual battle. This guy seems like he's wearing ornamental armor. There is actually, why am I not just putting the tokens down? My bad. I'll pop them down now. Okay, yeah, so I'll just sort of line them up so you can see who's arriving there. Okay, that guy's a little bit large, but yeah, so if you guys look up at the top of the map, can you see those guys? Or are you blocked by the
Yep.
T-Hub?
I can see him.
Same.
And the Phoenix clan guy.
Where did Matt go?
He's switching to his laptop.
Okay.
Again, Jerry, sorry, you were away when I asked last time. Are you joining them at the tea house after you finished your chores? As you would definitely
Yeah.
be done by now.
If I'm done, I'm joining them there, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll pop your token down as well.
Back, but it's
Sorry, we only caught half of that. Say again, man.
yeah, I just got back. What did I miss?
You can see a couple of suitors are arriving. There seem to be two from the Unicorn clan, one from the Phoenix clan, one wearing green armor that you're not sure what clan he is from, and he will be followed up last by a procession of Lion Clan samurai that you'll see just some Ashigaru escorting
Hmm.
one of the Gempuku contestants, actually.
Okay, cool.
But you will see him just walk straight inside. I forgot does it work? Oh, it's the wrong token, but yeah, you can see them.
Yeah, I'm just getting ready to start it up again on my laptop.
Cool. So, yeah, and those seem to be the only ones that arrive. As after they have arrived, you will see Okizora from the monastery. She will have greeted all of them as they arrive, and then make her way inside with them as soon as they have all made their way into the estate. I'll leave their tokens there for now so that you can see who's who. But yeah, you see them arrive one by one. It seems like this was the sort of time they were all supposed to be here. But as they arrive, you'll also notice that there is a bit of a crowd starting to gather around the town square. It seems a lot of people are coming out to actually see this and see what gifts they are going to bring.
Cool.
I will be for a second. I'm just switching over my. I'll just come back.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna stay off the Forge for now, just because it drains my laptop battery.
In Australia, do you mean Morgoth?
Not Morgoth. This guy is like super cool.
Odric? No. It's
He's
not
the guy that has like a lion.
Also get Druidic.
Yeah, I think, is that not Morgoth?
He's the guy
Morgoth
that is like saying,
Who know this line.
abandon your foolish ambition.
Others spot the message.
I just know that
Oh,
he's the one who's like, I am Horaloo.
Yeah, it's Hulalu. I love that guy.
I love how he's like he has like such a cool title. Oh, Godfrey, the first Elden Lord, and then he just randomly is like, I am Horaloo.
Yeah.
I need to play Elden Ring again, man.
You haven't been tuning into me playing Elden Ring.
Yeah, I've been busy.
Getting a fucking jump scare from a dude around the corner that just jumped out at me. Yeah. I feel like there aren't as many jump scares in Elden Ring as there were in like Dark Souls 3.
Because Garbage Soul was bad.
How did we get onto Elden Ring?
Because you basically included Tunarlu. Or the first king.
Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. This one in the frontier with the lion headdress.
No, it isn't.
It isn't. It isn't. But it's. Astraea said that it reminded me. Let me just post it here.
I was gonna say that's definitely not from Elden Ring. I was like, oh crap! Did I get a?
No. In Elden Ring, there's a dude with like a whole lion on him. And I guess the lion headdress reminded Astraea of Godfrey.
Yeah, that guy is from the Lion Clan, so it might make sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. Cool looking dudes.
Holy crap, yeah. I think the reason why my battery's been dying so quickly on my laptop was because I always tried loading into Forge. It would cut my like 5-hour battery down to like an hour and a half.
Yeah, no,
Jesus
Forge is
Christ.
So good
pretty
to know.
rough on the laptop. But as long as you've got the stream, it should
I
be
think
okay.
last time. So yeah, I'm going to be on the stream for the rest of the night.
So what are you guys doing?
I'll tell you shortly.
Well, the crowd is piling inside as well, or just waiting outside? Because the suitors
No,
did
just
go in.
waiting outside. They would not be permitted to go in. You can hear there are sort of festivities happening inside, but it would only be nobles and the Lion Clan that are allowed in there.
Well, there is no way I'm getting in there without force, so the more subtle ones of the group might need to take the lead on this one.
I mean, it could be just as simple as making yourself into a noble and walking right through the door. Are they only letting the suitors specifically through, or are they letting like the noble-looking people through?
Yeah, you see some nobles getting in. The main reason you guys would be stopped is because you are like they know that you are Blue Dragon Clan. You guys arrived under Daichi's banner the day before, so they would recognize you, but you can see the Lion Clan nobles and samurai seem to be walking in without any issue. It seems that is just the common folk that are not allowed in.
Ah, perfect. So we just have to make ourselves look like not Dragon Clan. That should be. Sorry, sorry, not like Blue Dragon Clan. That shouldn't be too difficult. I can pretty easily get in. How about you? But I don't know what you guys are gonna do.
I don't think I actually can do anything. I really was fond of those disguises. I could try sneaking in though. Or I can be there with
All
in
we
spirit.
really need to do is just change. All we really need to do for you is just change your fur color and maybe change your clothes a bit. That doesn't seem so hard. Just throw on some dye.
Wanna die, June?
Also, remember,
No.
we've all just got our rings. Like, I mean, I was thinking of maybe a transformation jutsu or something like that. I'm still trying to figure these out myself.
Oh, you mean the section with Jitsu?
To be
Oh my god. Of
to be
course.
entirely honest, I was just thinking of knocking out one of the Shigaru and taking their uniform.
Do it.
Oh, maybe for whatever you lost, I should be fine. You said the gifts, yeah, the gifts were coming after them.
Oh yeah, they would. It seemed like they each actually walked in with a box. You would see that the saddles on the two horses that were tied up, the saddlebags seemed quite full on those. It seems like they might have brought some extra stuff, but each of them would have walked in holding a box.
So
We'll also remind you there is a whole other map in there, so you can find a way in there. You may be able to do more once you're actually inside. But yeah, it's up to you guys if you want to. Yeah, what do you want to do?
yeah. Oh, of course. I can have a look on the inside with my arcane eye. Always forget that I have that.
Your arcane what?
Arcane eye.
What the hell is an arcane eye? Have you ever
Spell.
used that before, June?
Yes, we
I've
used
used
it
it a couple
like
times.
we used it in
Yesterday,
the place where
I
there was
know,
this
but
dude that died.
isn't it invisible?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Then how would I know?
Oh yeah, that makes sense. But that's the speed of it. You never know when I use it. I give you a small wink.
Okay.
Well then, let's see. How far can I make it go? Oh, perfect. So yeah, I can just I can make it. I can just cast and then just send it right in. It's an invisible eye, and it can go at unlimited distance. Scout the inside.
Okay, you can give me an investigation or a perception check, either or with your arcane eye. I mean, I guess or
Let's do it.
arcana, there's an arcane eye, but you've got a bunch of ways to open eyes wherever you want at the moment.
Yeah, let me quickly roll. I'm gonna roll in the what's face and the Discord because I don't have what's face. 20. Not natural.
Okay, yeah, you. Which were you rolling? What skill?
I think perception. Yeah, perception.
Okay, so yeah, you definitely get a good look around, as you will notice that as you sort of are you just flying it in over the walls, or
Yeah, whichever. But I think yeah, over the walls to avoid people, just in case they can see invisible things.
oh yeah, you get a bit of a bird's eye view of the whole situation. As you can see, there is quite a celebration going on that you can see from the air, as there is the red dragon sort of floating up above, and you can see that now from the outside as it is floating higher up into the air, as if to signify uh, that it has begun, and that is where the princess is at the moment. But
Hmm.
as you take a look around, you will notice the suitors all get ushered into
My
one
sound
room
just-
by
Sorry,
themselves.
my sound like cut out for like last 10 seconds.
Okay, you're seeing all the suitors
Oh,
getting.
sound again.
Oh, fucking hell! Can you hear me?
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry, my
Yeah,
internet is being shit right now.
all the suitors are being taken into one room. They seem to be like put into a holding area, like they're just waiting in a room and all sitting down at a table. And Sumihime seems to be in a room on her own, while the Lion Clan daimyo waits to greet each suitor before they go to see her. So you can see everyone's kind of waiting at the moment. There is music being played, and there is this red dragon sort of floating above the building, just like a kind of like a firework that you've seen before, but this is just a magical effect. And yeah, it seems the music is underway. They'll probably be sending in the first suitor soon.
Yeah, I'll relay that all to the group.
They still have their boxes.
Yeah, do this boxes.
Damn,
Yeah,
they're moving
they
fast.
just haven't gone in to like they'll be going to present those to her one by one, but they all seem to be just waiting at the moment.
So they started with them. Cool. Oh, how we have to first get in to do anything. I mean, if we just take off our main blue dragon markings and just act as if we're supposed to be there, that most people will just not even notice us.
I think would be recognized. Anyway.
Wait. June, how does your transformation actually works? Do you need to know the person? Do you need to see the person?
Well, it helps to have a reference, but I mean, I've seen a lot of people, so I can kind of mismatch, eyes and noses and mouths, just change them. But I
What
can
if
create my own thing
you, yeah, what
for
if
the most
you
part.
transform into noble and we all transform into objects and you wear us on yourself inside it? I can
Oh,
be your earring, for example, and Elias can be your second earring, and someone can be a ring, and one of us, or essentially some good, who probably Shreya, can be your bodyguard, and we can enter as potential suitors, and then we can go in and fuck shit up.
that's not a
I
bad
have an
idea.
idea.
Yeah.
I think maybe something else on the table is June can walk in as an official, like someone who's meant to be there, go into the room with all the suitors and ask for the boxes so that we can separate them and their gifts. Take it to another room,
Oh, kind of like an inspection type of thing to make
Sure.
sure there's nothing deadly in them.
And
We can also just not give them back, period, and they just walk in without a gift.
Wait.
and we can offer them tea, but before we give it to them, we spike the tea. I think me and he probably have some weird shit that we can put in. Some of them might lose an arm or two, but they won't know.
Hmm.
So we got a plan?
Hey, Sakura, you don't have anything that you can disguise yourself with, do you? Because it'd be a lot easier if you can disguise yourself and make the tea like in the next room, and then bring them in.
She's not here.
Ah, damn it. God fucking damn it.
I have an idea. We disguise Sakura as a teapot, and then we spike the tea.
What?
I think they tried to do it with alcohol already, and it didn't really work for them.
Well, anyway,
Oh shit!
Yeah, sorry, I know you have access to the bad drugs, so I think we can rely on Sakura to make the tea, and you drug them up. What's up?
I just remember something that I should not have been able to remember. What if Sakura uses the tea that she used on me?
Oh no! No!
Yes.
I just got
Yes.
that.
Yes! Actually,
Yes.
yes!
Yes. Let's do that.
That's the plan.
But
So much
maybe-
yes.
yeah, but would we fuck up the landscape too
What?
much?
Okay, wait.
We can fix them
It
later.
will be fucking hilarious. No suitors will go near her after that. If all the suitors lose their memory completely, she won't get a suitor from anybody. It will be like a curse.
June,
That
you did
will
see
they will.
the room that
Yes.
they're all sitting in is kind of like a dining room. Like they're all sitting at a table. Like they've probably got some tea already there on the table. Would not be hard to get them to drink tea. They're already sitting around doing it.
Is there like a kitchen area connected to it?
I think what
There's a
could be
kitchen
done
area
is
there. So yeah.
could
Sort
probably
of
just
Just
bring in
one
a
second.
teapot filled with the tea already.
Okay, so
So-
but first, how do we get in though?
So
I was playing just hiding in June's shadow.
Yeah.
Ooh, good idea.
So, or as a earring or whatever, I walk in, make myself look more like a servant. Make my way into the kitchen. Then you guys can drop off. Sakura makes her tea. You guys guard her, and whatever will be taken from there.
Sakura was AFK when we made this plan. What the fuck is going on?
What the fuck is
You know the tea
AFK?
made- You know the tea that made Seta lose his memory?
Mm,
We use that.
no. Sakura did say
Yes.
she's playing no part in this.
Oh, what?
Oh wow.
She isn't,
fine.
but the leaves
That's-
are.
June,
This could also
That's-
this could also actually fuck with her. What's her face?
We can fix it.
it's fine. I think we could just do the
Wait a second. If it fucks her up, we can always try to make that off. Like, oh, some of the suitors have tried to poison her or something.
Sakura, you can give me a history check actually, because
Okay.
you would know quite a bit about the just stories of Kiga and some of the political effects of this man.
Not the best. My history rolls have been low lately.
Yeah, okay. With a 20, you would know just basically that these marriages. I mean, it would be common knowledge that they are. It's usually like it's a marriage between clans, and both clans would gain in power by having a marriage with Sumihime. As so, it is like there are a lot of people that would want this, but the Crane and the Red Dragon clan would not be involved. So whichever clan was to marry Sumihime, they would gain a lot of power themselves, and that would obviously come with its own dangers as well. Just for reference, I'm sure that wouldn't change your mind much, but yeah, with a 20, that's all you know.
Are there any better options?
Meteor swarm the place.
Fair. But no, better like political
Oh.
options that won't end up with disaster. Because I don't really want to know what Daichi would do with more power.
I mean, we can always fuck them up later. It will just help us for now.
You should always fear the evil that you know, because the one that you don't know could be 100 times worse. What happens if one of the suitors is twice as bad as Daimyo, and you
This
just
is true.
let him take even more power? At least you know Daimyo. You've been living around him for your entire life. He's an asshole. He's a tyrant, sure, but he also didn't
I
outright
think we're a bit
murdered
late
us.
for justifying this. We're already here. I think we should just nab the gifts and swap them out.
No, we got a Ocean's 11 this.
June, how long does your eye last? Do you still have vision in there?
Yeah, it lasts an hour, so I can still look in.
Okay, yeah, so it has been like 45 minutes or so, I think. But you will notice that one of the suitors from the Unicorn clan gets up and starts making his way across the courtyard as he is called over to go and speak with Sumihime, as he seems to be the first up to call. And as you guys are sitting there planning, you can see that the procession is moving.
Guys, Riddler, the stuff's moving. We better get going. June will stand up quickly, move behind the building, and take the form of a upstanding noble, a female noble, and then come back around.
Honestly, I don't know, so let's leave it up to luck. Let's say above 75. Nope.
So whoever needs to hop into my shadow, hop into my shadow. Whoever needs to be jewelry, become jewelry.
Hop into shadow.
I will also to prepare, I will cast glibness on myself. So basically, whenever I roll a charisma check, it will be automatically a 15 on the dice roll.
Oh,
Yeah,
holy shit.
I gave that up.
And lasts an hour. And if a spell like tries to test if I'm telling the truth, it will always be the truth.
I'll slowly walk to you, I'll hug you, and you'll have a golden necklace with a diamond in the middle of it.
Very cool.
Shit, you're supposed to be servant. You can't have a necklace. Fuck it. I'm your hairpin.
Oh, we're doing the certain thing. Okay, cool. I'll take you guys to the kitchen then. As possible. I don't know how we can fuck over that one noble, but yeah, we'll figure it out on the fly.
Okay, so, and sorry, Seto, what are you doing to turn into a necklace?
Into hairpin. It's advanced transformation. I can copy paste you.
No, that's cool. I just you didn't actually say that part, so
Oh yeah. Sorry. It's from
I
Void
was
Range.
might be confused as to what you. So, and June, did you say you're switching to a more like a peasant form, or
More like a servant, basically, like a yeah, basically like a fairly well upmarket servant that would be serving in one of these places.
okay, yeah, that's fairly simple to do. Okay, and Seto is hidden on your person. What about the rest of you?
Since the plan is sneaking around, I will sit this one out to increase the chances of success of the party. I know my strength, and this is not one of them.
I'll be hopping into June's shadow.
Cool. So I'm gonna go directly to the pretty much the kitchen area, and then we'll figure out what to do from there.
Okay, I'm still Estrella and Sakura. What are you guys doing?
I was the first to jump into June's shadow.
Well, when you do things, you got to make sure that I've heard what you said. Otherwise, hey Sakura, what are you doing? And
The
literally, no one
D100 I
has clicked
rolled for
or sent anything in the chat. So just, I don't know how. I don't know when we stop doing that. But
the D100 that she rolled to see if she had been swayed was a negative, so she will, while they do that, she'll just stay and help the old man with the tea house.
okay, so you and Jerry staying at the tea house. Elias and Estrella in the shadow, and Seto disguised. So June, as you approach the entrance, then you will be met with two guards. And why are you not disappearing?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
It's because you've changed your fucking token again. Okay, as Christ, stop pressing invisible.
Oh, yeah, I'm just not
Okay,
on the
yeah,
map right now, so you have to move my token around.
I get that. Don't worry, I'm getting there. As I'm just trying to fix everyone's tokens. So you guys are making your way up to the entrance, and you'll see the guards up there. As you approach June, you seem like you are dressed as a sort of Lion Clan servant.
Mm-hmm.
You arrive, and the guard sort of stops you and says, "Sorry, kid, no peasants in today."
I beg your pardon. I'm a servant. I'm supposed to be going to the kitchen.
You can give me a persuasion check as he kind of looks you up and down and says, "A little late, aren't you?"
That roll will automatically be a 27 because of my glibness that I cast beforehand.
So how are you responding to him with that as he's saying, "Late, aren't you?"
I apologize. I was running an errand for those inside.
All right. Hurry along then. I think they've just sent in the first suitor. They'll be waiting for you. And he'll
Thank you.
open the door, let you through as I will move you guys inside.
Perfect.
Okay, so as you guys arrive, I'm hoping June is on top, but you
DM.
will, yeah, but you'll be sort of back in the same place. It's great that the only person not on the server is the one you're all attached to. But June, you heading for the kitchen.
Yes.
So the room down at the bottom is where the suitors are sitting at the moment, though there is one with Sumihime.
I'm busy on the stream right now. The scene hasn't changed yet.
Okay, 1 second.
Cool.
here again. Oh God, don't send them. Okay, so should be able to see now.
Perfect.
And yeah, so as you guys make your way in now, from where you are at the moment, going down is the room that those guys are in.
Mhm.
You'll see a samurai sort of standing there waiting, and she looks kind of horrified as she sees you approaching. And she says, "What are you doing? There's going to be people walking through here any moment. Get a move on." And she just tries to rush you along, also just
Yeah.
instantly believing that you're so.
Yeah, I'll make myself look go a little bit faster. Act like I'm late.
Okay, yeah, you head in. You see the festivities are in full swing. There's a couple more samurai that you walk past. That a few of them seem a bit confused as to who you are or why you're there, but you make a beeline for the kitchen, making it quite obvious that you are. They just assume maybe it's your first day. And you make it to the kitchen without any issue. You can see there is someone inside. There is a chef that is busy setting up a meal for the day as you step into the room.
Perfect. Let me see. How can I get the chef out of there? Yeah. So June's gonna walk in and say, "Excuse me, chef. There's someone at the front gate that needs your assistance. Something that requires your attention. I'm not too sure what it is. They just asked me to come get you."
He'll just turn and say, "Oh, me? What the hell? I'm I'm busy. I've got to get everything ready for the princess. Uh, and
I'm sorry,
who
but
the hell are you anyway?" As he seems like quite busy. He doesn't even really look over at you as he's busy on the board.
Please, it's very urgent. I need you to come to the front gate right now. We need to take one of the back routes, though.
Yeah, okay, give me a deception check. Does that also automatically go to 27?
No, it's actually higher. It would be a 32, 33, I think. Yeah,
Okay, then
33.
I'm not going to bother asking for rolls. He'll just like slam his cleaver down into the wood and just say, "Oh, fine, what is it? Let's make it quick." And he will walk over to you. And are you like trying to lead him somewhere, or are you just sending him to the front gate?
I'm just sending him. I'm saying, yeah, just quickly go to the front gate. There's someone waiting for you at the front gate for you.
Okay, you'll hear as he's walking a few samurai going, "What the hell are you doing out of the kitchen?" And he goes, "I don't know either. Just give me a moment, okay?" And seems to be arguing a little bit back and forth, but yeah, the kitchen will be empty.
Perfect. So I'll close the door and then everybody can hop out of their shadow or jewelry or whatever.
Um,
Oh, Jerry left. Thank you. Cool.
Okay, I'm lagging pretty hard.
You're not the only one.
guys, you in the kitchen? You...
Well,
I
I'll
think this is
hop out of the shadow and
Next time, I'm just gonna make more missions where you can punch things. Fuck me for trying to do something.
Wait, what's up?
um,
So ready right now. What the heck?
it's fine. Well, we're just now to figure out how to actually get to the suitors. So,
Well, I got you guys to the kitchen, so
Start looking around, seeing if there's any what's it called, like teapots or like that.
Yeah, there would definitely be a teapot in here, and most of the equipment you can imagine in a kitchen. But yeah, they're pretty well equipped.
Oh, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. But what I'm gonna try is I'm gonna try brew tea, but instead of using water, I'm using wine.
And you'll make something. So you start boiling
maybe
some
some
wine.
nasty ass tea.
Yes, but at least it has some yeah.
I think
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even going to ask for a roll on that one because you end up with a pot of boiled, sort of spiced wine almost. It's tea might be an overstatement, but yeah, you have a teapot full of boiled wine.
What is your plan, yeah?
Get this
what
to
the-
get it to the suitors. They'd most likely like it.
Yeah, but what is that gonna achieve? Oh, well, June, have you ever made tea? Shouldn't be that hard, right?
I have made tea before. I don't know if
have?
I'm gonna make good tea.
Yeah, cook gives a shit if it's good tea. Come on, come on. I'll hop into my
Okay.
bag and I'll grab 3 most wild fucking things I smoked, and and probably one of those things that we grabbed from the Sakura's future Sakuras, because both me and he grabbed some of them. And I'll
Wait a second.
well, you have to make sure it'll taste nice so they actually drink it.
yeah, they're fucking wizards. They probably can change the flavor. Can you, June?
What?
Fuck.
They just need to take one sip. It's fine. Once they take a sip, then they'll be all good.
I mean,
Yeah.
let's not forget the walkover is a big opportunity for us to fuck with them, maybe trip them up. That doesn't
Yes,
look
exactly.
good.
Also, you have to be careful.
Or
There's
you
a
can
shit ton of
spill
guards.
wine. You can spill some drink on them. Just say, oops, you're so clumsy.
Ah, that's a good one.
If you're gonna get away with that, that's
I think
that's
I
at
would
your
prefer.
risk. But
I would prefer to keep my head though.
I feel like you could probably escape. Just dimension door when nobody's looking.
I don't like my chances considering there are samurai everywhere probably with
They don't know.
access to.
They don't know we're here. They don't know who's doing it. Only that's how we do it. That's fine. That we can afford.
I mean, we could. If we have any spells that can be cast, we can just fuck them up on the way there. Like make a little stone appear as they and make them trip over it or something like that.
Yeah. I think what I might try and do now is I'm just looking for my inventory because if we can get a really long string or wire or whatever, I could probably get it strung across like at foot level, shin level, or something.
Hmm.
But I
Have
don't. I think
they?
rope might be a bit conspicuous.
Yeah, June's just gonna look out the window to see how if any of the suitors have started going through yet or anything like that.
You can see there is one in there currently, and
Oh shit!
yeah, he seems to have gone in already. The same one that you saw walking across, but it seems he's just spoken to the daimyo and is now just gone in with Tsunohime.
Does it look like he's doing well?
You can't see into the room from where you are,
Right.
unless you're sending that arcane eye in still.
Yeah, I'll send my arcane eye to have a look, see how well he's doing. If you have to worry
You
about him at all.
see that he is kneeling on the ground. He seems to be talking to her, but he is now drawing a circle around him, and he is starting to etch necromancy symbols into the floor with a piece of chalk.
He's looking at this oddly and going, "Is he trying to summon something? I think he's trying to summon something."
I don't think
Oh.
that it would be that
All
bold.
the best for him then, because well, he's in there. There's nothing I can really do to fuck him up now, so I'd rather focus on the next one.
Yeah. Chances are the first one isn't going to do as well as the next one. So
Sure. So then, do you want to serve this brew to our suitors?
I
Maybe
would be
spill
happy
it
to.
or just try and get them drunk?
Well, I think as soon as they drink it, that's all they have to do. Let's see. I just want to check a spell.
God damn it! Why did Sakura not agree with us?
Can I
I mean,
ask?
I can flavor. I can use prestidigitation to flavor the tea as they drink it, so they will that will actually taste like proper tea. Not good tea or standout tea, but I can flavor it.
Ooh.
Can I ask? Do the boxes have locks on them, or are they just loose boxes that they just keep closed with them?
You would probably need to get a closer look to see if they've got any sort of intricate lock work, but you didn't see any like padlocks on them. They seem like quite ornate wooden boxes that would probably just have a hinged lid, and it doesn't seem like they are obviously locked.
Mm.
But sometimes it's hard to tell until you actually try and open it.
Wooden box.
Just to check, everybody does have a way to get out of here in case things start hitting the fan.
Yes.
I can improvise. That
Probably
should be
something.
fine.
And the straight dimension door set out. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we has anybody actually made any tea yet?
Well, we have
What the
the
hell have
brew.
you been doing?
The,
Oh no,
the
no.
wine.
Do you really want to kill them?
I mean,
I thought
we
you
just
were
have to look.
against killing them, Elias.
It's wine. It's boiled wine.
You okay?
They're not going to die to boiled wine.
I don't know how wine works with this shit, bro. Well, you never smoke and drink, bro. You don't mix those things.
Glad you hired the wrong people for this job.
Yep. Hey, we're here. We're
Yes,
good.
top students out here. Sakura and Jerry from the outside, you guys see above the estate where this sort of red dragon is floating, you will see the dragon swirl around, and it will start to display the first of the gifts that is received by the current suitor, and you'll hear the crowd starting to murmur like, "Oh, it's starting, it's starting." They all seem quite excited to see what's going to happen, and you'll see basically a silent image illusion beginning to form, and it looks like it is taking the shape of a skull that this dragon is circling around. But it seems like it is sort of animating at the moment. Are you guys doing anything on the outside there as you're sitting at the tea shop?
Yeah, nothing specific. I'm just thinking that the skull can be a good sign for the guy that is trying to impress the princess.
Sakura's just helping in the shop however she can.
Okay. So as you see this happening, the guys inside, you'll kind of see that a little bit through the window, but you will now start to hear shouting coming from the room where Sumihime is, as you see one of the guards turning and heading inside. June, from your arcane eyes perspective, you will see him present to her quite proudly his first gift, and he will summon a zombie into this. You see a sort of half decayed, like half of its face is just a skeleton, half is decaying flesh, as he summons a zombie right in front of her, and you see her kind of act all shocked and surprised. You know that Sumihime could kill that zombie with zero effort, but you see her acting like she's terrified as the daimyo starts shouting, and one of the guards runs in and starts to try and deal with the situation. Another one of the guards coming in to actually restrain him and start dragging him out of the room, and you can hear shouting, and it's just chaos breaking out up at the top.
Yeah, you hear Jin just laughing. Yeah, that's a terrible creation. There's like a tear coming over her eye. She was laughing so badly.
Well, then I think it's now more believable if we can somehow pretend to be an official, like a samurai, and go into the room of suitors and ask to check their boxes in advance.
While you do that, I'll get the tea ready.
Or we
You
can
know,
make
I was actually kind of asking you to do it because I don't have disguise self on command.
You guys should just take a glance at your void ring, just in case.
I did, and unfortunately, no.
Wait, really? Oh, that's a genjutsu probably.
Mm.
Hmm. Really? Transformation jutsu is not one of those. I thought everyone had that.
There is transformation jutsu in the Void Ring at D, though it lasts 1 minute.
Oh, that's what you use to turn into the item, right?
No, that lasts 10 minutes. That's the advanced one. The 1 minute is the sexy jutsu.
Yeah, that's not what I was referring to. But you guys will hear this guy shouting as he gets dragged past the room. You'll hear him going, "But I don't understand. I brought the dead back to life. What else was I supposed to do?" And you just hear him getting dragged out.
A mockery of bringing death back to life, honestly.
Yeah, okay, so can we actually fix the fucking plan so that we know what everybody's doing? Do we want to go in, make a distraction, sneak in, fix the boxes, or do random shit with the boxes? Do we want to spike their tea? What are we doing?
I say I for spiking their tea. It's the simplest.
Fair enough.
Spike the tea.
Okay.
Have Elias
Good.
mess with their stuff.
Sure. Yeah, I could do something.
Jerry. All right, so spiking tea. Yes. Good, yes.
Good ideas. Yeah.
All right, cool. So I could whip up some tea, and then ask Zeto to give me his bad tea ingredients, spike it with drugs and shit.
Okay. Let's see what you get. What the hell?
What-
the?
What?
Holy!
Eight
that-
in a bottle.
What did you get? I got some.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Let's see. Red Thyme, also known as hate in a bottle of bone-hurting juice. A faultless, nasty little potion brewed from a strange red. Oh, yeah. God damn
We
it.
can see it in the chat.
Oh, perfect.
Then
We want them to act like idiots. This is perfect. Perfect.
I think that's worked very well then.
They will attack anybody they see. They're gonna kill each other.
if they're attacking each other, they won't be good enough to do their thing. So this is perfect.
Where did you
And I'll
even
make
get that?
and I'll
Sorry?
flavor the tea to be of jasmine tea. Perfect.
Where did you get that?
Oh, I got a lot of drugs, bro. You don't wanna fuck with me. If you come to my room, yeah, me and he have had some. We've seen some shit.
Oh, I can also make them think that
Um,
the other person was annoying them. I can make just their voices appear in their heads to really fuck with them. So they all just think they were suddenly very, very annoyed. It's worked perfectly.
And instigate a fight between each other. So, you're a
Perfect.
genius.
All right. So
I can
that's the
try to
plan.
deal with anyone who doesn't drink or isn't affected by that.
Perfect.
Alright, well,
Cool.
how about it
So
then?
Jin's gonna prepare the tea, add that shit in, and is gonna get ready to take the tea down to the rest of them.
Yeah, simple enough.
Uh,
Yeah, you've got a drink prepared. So at this point, are you just heading out alone? Is everyone else hiding in the kitchen there?
Oh,
I'm
no.
going to go invisible and follow June out.
I'm hopping as a hairpin again.
Sweet.
In Australia?
Sumimasen.
It is time to use the normal invisibility. Since that lasts an hour.
I shall be acting very good. So you guys just gonna be invisible.
Okay, you guys can follow along yourselves. As June makes her way out and with a tray ready for this, you make your way past this gruff-looking dude again. As you head over. He doesn't really question it. And as you are walking past, you will see, as you're making your way into this little courtyard,
Mhm.
you will notice the chef making his way back, looking kind of annoyed as he's walking towards you, just as you're carrying the tray across. What are you going to do?
I didn't think this far. I thought he'd. Okay, time to gaslight him. Okay, how is he? I'm assuming he looks really angry as he's approaching me.
Yeah, he's like glaring at you, and you can see him throwing his hands up in the air, like um he knows how close he is to the other room, so he's not actively shouting at you, but you can see he's about to give you an earful once he gets close enough to scream whisper at you.
Yeah,
That samurai from before is also now it's sort of standing behind, seeing him approaching. But
I'm
you are just walking the tray like towards the room. What are you doing?
could
yeah.
could I
Juna's gonna.
try and
Yeah.
is he wearing like robes or just like loose clothes?
Yeah, I mean he's wearing like a yeah, just normal robes, like a kimono style. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, just a little
Yeah.
sash around um,
Then
robes.
I could I try to just like grab one of his like just an end of his robe and just put it around the corner of like this staircase just to get him caught and give June time to actually walk in.
Yeah, so as he's walking, he throws his hands up in the air, and you just pull, like removing his belt, and you see his robe fly open. And as he gestures at you, June, like he's about to shout at you, his robe flies open, and he's like completely naked underneath. As the samurai behind you goes, and uh, yeah, he's basically it looks like he just whipped his robe open and flashed you. What are you doing now?
June is gonna look super shocked, like she's gonna go full "I'm a victim" mode, and then she's just gonna look at the samurai for help.
Yeah, you'll see the samurai as he looks down, like confused as to what the hell just happened. You see the samurai take a step forward and go, "Oh, Mr. Him, what the fuck is wrong with you? My God, sure, have some decency, sir." And she just steps forward, and she's like got her hand on her hilt, and you just see him immediately like grab his robe and start covering up, like, oh no, he really doesn't want a sword around him right now. As uh, she's approaching him just as angrily as he was, and he starts just like backing up and walking away, um, like just away from her. As from her perspective, he just sexually assaulted you, and she's not having it.
Perfect, and June's
She
gonna
takes
walk
him
right
aside.
in.
So yeah, I mean, he's pretty much dealt with. You now have you can see the room of the other suitors that they seem to be preparing for who's going to go next.
Yeah, June will walk through the door and say, "Sumimasen, here's some tea for everybody," and start serving them nicely, very cordial.
Okay, and yeah, with another assumed ridiculously high deception, um,
Yep.
we yeah, you start going around the room, and you know what? I'm gonna give them an inside check just to see if anyone's got anything insane. Uh,
Yeah.
Probably not, but they are some.
She also starts playing just a voice in the head, like this the one in yellow is looking at the one in red, and basically making his thoughts go, "Man, this guy's really annoying. I really don't like him," or that type of thing. Just start playing them in something like that in each of their heads to really get the thought across as I'm serving all the tea.
Okay, yeah, you pour tea for each of them, trying to get into their heads as yeah, none of them are picking up anything wrong with your presence, as they all respectfully take the tea, and it seems like they were waiting for a refill anyway, as um, they sort of continue their discussion that they were having before you walked in, as they all seem to be arguing over what gifts they have brought, and they all seem to already be at odds a little bit, saying, comparing what they've brought and how they're going to get her hand in marriage, and this one's going to be the next shogun, and what. They're just uh, in debate with each other. But as you serve the tea, none of them seem to question it, and um, you watch for a moment as their hands sort of hover over these cups, not immediately just downing the tea or anything, but they seem in heated debate. But they do start drinking, as all of them seem pretty much fooled by this. Now, this drug, do they get a save against it, or is it just the effect?
No, it was just the effect. There's, as far as I remember, there was no save from
There
this.
is no save in the text, at least.
We were just.
Uh-oh.
It's a fun thing to have, but we didn't use it that much because I think we had also some wild stuff at low level that happened.
Yeah, to be fair, you're using this offensively, which is not how it's intended. So I don't think they really. They were like, yeah, this is for if you are taking a drug and you have a random effect. That is what that table is for. But I am going to give them saving throws as. But I will say that, yeah, two of them definitely fail. One of them, however, you see June, as you see him sipping the tea, the guy in the green armor, you'll see him like look at the cup as if he seems to be contemplating that like there's something weird about this tea. Um, though, yeah, the two samurai on the each end of the table, they both seem to be looking at it a bit carefully. Though the Lion Clan one just shrugs and carries on drinking it, as you see the guy in the green armor just pull something from his and like from inside his armor, and he just sprinkles something into his tea and then like swirls it around a bit before he carries on drinking it.
Yeah, June is going to make a hasty retreat as soon as she sees him doing that, and retreat back to the kitchen very, very quickly. She's going to look natural while doing it, but she's alert when he starts doing that.
Okay. Yeah, by this point, yeah, is anyone else doing anything that while you guys are all hidden?
Asprey was planning to follow June, but she has been distracted by the koi fish.
I'm going to stay where I am until I hear someone like leave the suitor room, or someone like walks in directly to where I am.
Yeah, you can currently hear that argument going on next to you with the samurai who is just beating this man. She's just slapping him on the head repeatedly as you just hear him going, "Come on inside, come on inside," and she's just yeah, giving him some discipline. Yeah, other than that, you will, and not long after, you'll hear another woman joining them, as the woman who just escorted the first suitor out joins to see what the hell's going on here as she makes her way back inside. She joins in and starts slapping him as well once she's heard the story, and he's just getting beaten up in the corner here. Meanwhile, one of the suitors sort of stands to his feet and starts making his way out of the room. He seems ready to go and see Sumihime. While, yeah, I mean, is anyone anyone able to look into this room, because otherwise you wouldn't know what effect this has.
My arcane eye is going to be hovering in there.
Okay, so you move that one across to their room and start waiting to see an effect. And not long after, you will see that the sort of arguments between them start to get a little bit more heated. As one of them makes his way across the courtyard. You see he is from the Lion Clan himself, and seems to be headed in towards the daimyo. The Scorpion Clan and Unicorn Clan guys, this Yao and Sumaro, they seem to be sort of fighting over the table, and the guy in the green armor is just sitting watching them both. He's like backed out of this argument. You see them both opening their boxes and like arguing about what the gifts are inside, and then the Phoenix Clan guy, he lets out a shout. I'm not sure. Can you actually hear through the arcane eye? I'm describing.
Let me double
you
check
can't.
for you.
Yeah, I mean it's an eye. I don't think that you can.
So, yeah, you meant to receive visual information. Yeah, so I'm assuming it's all visual. Yeah.
So you see them arguing, and then you see the Phoenix Clan guy make some hand signs as he conjures a small. It looks like a lightning dragon that he just launches across the table at the other guy, hitting him square in the chest and blasting him backwards off of his chair and through the paper screen wall behind him into the courtyard, which Estrella, you will hear him sort of crashing to the ground on the other side of the wall there. And you will hear this argument breaking out. Meanwhile, Jerry and Sakura, from your vantage point outside, you will notice when the next suitor makes his way in. You will notice you'll see one guy getting kicked out as he makes his way out into the street again. But you will notice a new illusion starting to take form up at the top, and it looks like it is some kind of an instrument.
Can I start moving closer, like through the crowd, and keep a lookout to see if Daichi is coming? Because I believe he did say he will attempt to win her, even though he was told not to.
Yeah, you say you keep an eye out, but you won't see him just as yet. It seems like it is only the second suitor going in there, and you're not sure if he is going to be coming or if he's just trying to make a dramatic entrance later on.
Yeah, this seems to have some potential.
Sorry, missed that say again?
No, just said Jerry thinks that he doesn't see a necrom skull symbol. He sees an instrument, so he believes this one is a bit more potential to win.
You'll hear some cheers from the crowd actually, as they will recognize. There'll probably actually be a name that shows up at the same time as part of that illusion, just a kanji of their name, and you would see that the name is Akodo, which is a noble family name here, and you'll see the Lion Clan, like these people just starting to celebrate that. Seems like it's going well, and some of them seem to know the answers to the puzzle, or at least think that they do, and some of the debates are breaking out here in the crowd as you're making your way through it.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, there's not much for you guys to do. But
No,
chose not to participate.
yeah, exactly.
We're just chilling.
It's by choice. Nothing to be sorry about.
Exactly. Yeah.
Um, yeah, as for the rest of you inside, Elias and Astrea, you are still well hidden there in your invisible forms, but June, you've made your way back to the kitchen with Seto as some jewelry. Are you guys? Yeah, I mean, you've managed to hurry in there. You can see that one more suitor has gone in, but with your arcane eye, you can see a fight is breaking out down at the bottom.
Well, I've done my job. I take delivering the tea. I don't know how I can help with the other one.
June will just collapse. Seto purposely just transforms on top of her head.
Yeah, as you do that, and you're on top of me, I'm like, Seto,
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Well, that was success, right?
I think half success. We've got looks like two of them are getting in a very heated argument or about to fight. But I think it's the Lion Clan one is already headed in. Hopefully Elias or Stray can mess with him, and I think it's just the last one that we need to mess up now.
Any ideas?
Well, we can wait and see at the moment, see where we can hop in.
Wait, what happens if you go in disguised as him and wink to Sumihime and do some random shit and then get out because everybody's gonna see that he went in? That probably wouldn't work. Nah.
They'll probably see right through it.
Yeah. Shit.
And he seems like the intellectual type. Saw him put something into the tea before he took it.
Yeah. God damn it. Always one smart ass has to be there.
Yeah.
You guys can both give me a history check if you want, to see if you can identify who that guy is.
Sure thing.
Nope.
/ roll. It's so hard to type in the dark.
Instead of a blade in the dark, he is typing in the dark.
You know, I feel your pain.
Nope. That's a 6.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
never
no.
seen that guy.
Yeah, no idea. He's definitely wearing green armor that could indicate a Red Dragon clan based on the one other guy you've met that wore green armor, but no idea who he is.
Nope, never seen him before in my life.
Ooh.
Do you have any
Shit.
gist that might fuck him up? He probably has ways to counter it. He's probably expecting someone to fuck him up now after seeing those two fight.
Yeah, probably. I'm probably gonna But what if we get Elias to send him his paper, like whatever he has, those animals, telling him to come somewhere where you disguise as Sumehime? No shit, that wouldn't work.
That's actually might be promising because there's gonna be a whole lot of confusion created with the two suitors fighting.
Yeah, but
well, I mean, better out of character. I have an idea.
Oh, I mean, you can just come to the window and just whisper to us.
I'm chilling. I'm chilling here.
Can't you just tell? Oh, you don't use telepathy. Fuck.
No, I
Send
don't.
us a paper plane. Send us
You
an
literally
origami.
just got the message. I don't know.
I do. But I also told you I could I have things I could do to people if the tea doesn't get them. Don't worry.
Okay. We'll rely on Estrella and I forgot your character's name. Fuck, Elias.
Yeah, just that guy, the rogue, you know.
We're gonna
That's a
rely on
good
them
thing.
to do their part of the job. Should we get the fuck out then?
I mean, maybe you can try to teleport under the floor and fuck up their movement while they're trying to sit down. If you can do that sort of thing, I don't know if you can do that.
Yeah, but what if he punches the floor and finds me there? It's kind of. If he's smart enough to not take that tea, he's probably have his eyes peeled everywhere right now.
I'm talking about the other guy that's inside already.
Oh, you mean him?
Yeah, the Lion Clan guy.
Give me a second. I don't think I'm high enough.
That guy,
Yep,
I
right
feel like
now.
that guy has a lead belly that can absorb many poisons. It is the Lion Clan guy that's already gone in now, right?
Yeah, he's the one that just went in. And you guys outside are seeing another symbol appearing as he seems to be giving his second gift. And this one doesn't seem to be taking a full shape at this point. It seems a little bit more abstract, like maybe he's still explaining what the gift is. You get the crowds going like, what the fuck is that?
Oh no, mind.
Yeah, I mean, you guys see this from inside as well. Just I don't think any of you are peeking out the windows. Those of you that can see this guy, like Elias and Estrella, definitely seeing that he's giving it the second gift. And as it carries on, it starts to take the form of what looks like a symbol of a sun.
Yeah, I think we've done all we can at the moment. Let's see what the other two can do.
All right.
Well, meanwhile, the
Are
fight
they?
will be continuing between those two guys as the other guy gets up and walks back into the room, seemingly drawing his sword as he jumps up onto the table, and the other guy joins him with his little lightning dragon, and the two of them are in a full-on duel, battling it out. Both of them spellcasting and sending jutsu at each other, but the guy in the green is just sitting at the end of the table and he's still drinking his tea, just watching the two of them, every now and then just barely moving to dodge out of the way of a jutsu.
These people not gonna do anything?
They're still beating up the this cook.
The
They
poor cook.
yeah, the older woman at this point is grabbing him by the ear and dragging him outside, and she's saying, "We can find another damn cook. You will not be welcome back in this castle." And she just drags him off by the ear as the other woman follows after them. Both of them kind of escorting him off of the property.
Ew, do I feel bad for ruining someone's career? Nah, nothing yet.
I mean, that was kind of me.
Yeah,
That was
well,
my
yeah,
fault entirely.
it was more of you. Yeah, I was gonna gaslight him, but you did that. So
then I'm now that they're gone, I'm actually going to walk over until I can see inside. I not right up to the door, but just so that I can see the green dude through the hole in the wall. That's now there.
You and Estrella nearly bump into each other, not even realizing it, but you can definitely see in that this fight is breaking out.
Can I see the green guy's box?
You will definitely see a box sort of sitting underneath his chair that he's sitting on.
Perfect. I'm going to cast this thing on him. One sec.
Oh no.
On the box. And hopefully that does something, but we have backup plans. Not great ones, but backup plans.
Okay. Yeah, so describe what this actually looks like on the box as you cast it.
So yeah, just unbeknownst, or apparently unbeknownst to anyone around, the box sort of just, the bottom of it kind of seals into the floorboard. Not fully, but it's definitely growing into each other bit by bit.
Yeah, the wood just fuses together. He's none the wiser as he's just watching these two idiots fight it out on the table above.
And well, I'm just waiting to see if he actually figures it out or if my job is done. Void ring, Australia.
Yeah, as you guys see this happening, there is still the other one that's already with Sumihime, and a third symbol will be starting to appear as the last one. I've forgotten the last question. One sec.
Something walking around the
No,
earth.
that was the second one. That's third one
The
was.
prettiest thing.
So it's bring the dead back to life. Tell her how large the world is and how many days it would take to walk it, and bring her something whose beauty cannot be challenged. And you will start to see another instrument appearing, as this time it takes the form of a shamisen, and you will everyone that is inside will start to hear music coming from inside the room with Sumihime, as he seems to be serenading her.
Oh, that might be perfect. So, how far away am I from the room currently when I'm looking out the window?
About 55 feet.
55 feet.
Right. Okay. Um. Oh man, it's all the way over there. Dang it, that's too far.
Deafness?
No, I was gonna use minor illusion to make everything off key. Can I just do a dimension door like to that room next to the? Yeah, I can't actually see everything. Can you just zoom out whoever's on the stream?
What? Why can't you see?
Yeah, I just need the camera to be just moved a little bit to the right so I can see what's on the room in the right. Yeah,
It's
so
open
that open grassy area, I think I might be able to just dimension door there. If and doesn't look like there's any. Oh, there's someone there. Then never mind. Yeah, I'm out of ideas. I'm too far away.
Okay, hold on. Am I not in control of the stream camera anymore?
You are in control of the stream camera.
Maybe it's just lagging.
Nope, it's because it apparently doesn't check for invisible characters. They apparently doesn't react on vision.
Let's see.
And that's why I switched the feed to the player screen. And why?
Yeah, that's cool. You can do that if it's not giving you vision.
Yeah. I just noticed it, and I was like, holy shit! Should most likely switch to player vision.
Yeah. So
And it's perfect. Like, wait a second, I am there. Let's see. I can see through the thing. I'm still invisible. I'm gonna use prestidigitation just to make it like, if you know the sound like when you just pull like nails against a clackboard or whatever it's called. That noise. With prestidigitation, it should be able to.
yeah, I mean, you sort of mix that into the music, and she gives a bit of a frown. You can see that the way, now that you guys have gotten up close, you can see she's just sort of leaning like on her cheek. She looks bored as all hell, and when that sort of screech happens, she sits up, looks kind of offended at that, and you see him looking nervously at the shamisen, and then he just carries on trying to play it, like no idea where that sound came from. It definitely throws rhythm off a little bit. Yeah, actually, give me a deception check.
$30.
Okay, yeah. Sumihime will put her hand up and just say, okay, I think I've heard enough. Thank you very much, Mr. Kodo. I greatly appreciate your gifts, and I wish you luck. And she just gives him a nod and gestures for him to leave. And you see him like look at his shamisen, like confused as to why the hell it made that noise, but he just gives her a bow and makes his way out, also bowing to the daimyo as he passes by.
Oh man,
Yeah.
oh yes. I just want to fuck with him more. Just pointing to him and just in like, just a message in this like, the god of discourse enjoyed this. The kami of discourse.
Yeah, I'll
Very
say
nice.
with that 30 on deception, he does kind of like, he looks around the room, and then he looks up, and then just back at the daimyo and gives him another deep bow, and he just apologizes as you see the daimyo, whose name is also Akodo, that they are from the same family, and you see him just glaring at the samurai, like completely disappointed and seemingly angry, but he'll just back out of the room and seems quite worried.
Did we just get someone disowned?
Possibly, as he very hurriedly makes his way back across the courtyard. June, you see him moving past.
I'll move my arcane eye back to the other room with all the other suitors. See what's going on.
Yeah, you sort of follow him out and back to the other room where he seems to be heading back that way, and then he sees the two of them on the table as one of them casts another jutsu, and you see the guy's legs just like uh, disappear into the table as he just falls into it, and the table cracks in the middle as he seems to be stuck um, at the waist, just in the middle of this table, like he's phased halfway through it, but they are shouting and swearing at each other, claiming that they both love Sumihime more, and it's getting kind of out of hand. The Akodo samurai just sees this happening and turns very quickly and heads for the exit.
Yeah, I relay this to Seta and say, "Oh, they are making such a fool of themselves. This is beautiful. I love it when I plant things together."
Fuck, man, I wish I could see. Can you borrow me your eye?
No, unfortunately not. I can describe it to you. This
Oh.
one of them is literally inside of the table right now. They're busy. I actually won't hear what they're saying, but it is very, very funny.
Huh? What the?
You'll now notice the guy in the green sort of notice the Akodo samurai walk past, and he'll just finish the rest of his tea, put it back down on the broken table, but he just places it like right next to the samurai, just pats him on the shoulder as the guy looks at him all angry and starts shouting at him too, but is stuck in the table. And then the samurai in the green leans down to pick up his box and like pulls at it, but it is just stuck to the floor. And you see he looks very confused. He's like looking around from every angle, scratching his head, just like, what the, how? Like it's part of the floor. He seems very confused.
Well, I think this is a job well done.
Hopefully, I'll take him too much time and he'll get disqualified.
Or he'll just be late. And they don't like tardiness.
Well, that's what I meant.
You'll see him sort of struggle with it for a minute, and then just you see him stand up, take a deep breath, just shake his head as he fixes his helmet and make sure everything is right, and he is going to abandon the box, and he's going to start making his way towards the door. That Astrea, you see him heading straight for you, like he's about to walk straight into you. Quickly duck around the side.
What an absolute Chad. What the hell?
Yeah, I'm just gonna let him go for it. There's not much I can really do now.
I respect him for to just leave the gift behind and just go for it.
Oh,
Yeah, as you see him
need to
walking
see
past
it.
June, you get this, you see this look on his face, like he's psyching himself up, like he's like, okay, fine, I don't need a gift. I'm just gonna go in there, be confident. It's like but he is wearing a sort of mask, like on his kabuto that might be hiding most of his fear right now.
Mm. Just for the lols, as he's walking past, you'll just hear the voice, June's voice in his head going, "You suck."
Yep. Straight as you sort of following next to him, you'll hear him muttering to himself, just like, no, I don't. I am the Emerald Champion. I am strong. I will do this for my clan, and it's all going to be
You
fine. It's all going to be fine.
She won't like you.
He seems like he's like, really, now's the time to turn schizophrenic.
Oh, and I'm just gonna
Brilliant.
add. Oh man, I'm just gonna add another voice. Do not make the mistake he did.
I feel bad.
Yeah, he continues walking forward, and he's going to give a bow as he enters the room, and then kneel down in front of the daimyo. As Estrella, you will hear him um, addressing, like giving his name, saying that he is Shosuro Jimin, the Emerald Champion of the Scorpion Clan, and he is honored to be joining this. And like he starts giving quite a professional sounding spiel about the clan that he's from, and um, just addressing the daimyo with the formalities before the daimyo gives him a nod and says, "We will be keeping an eye on you," and gestures to the other room as the guy gets up and starts heading into Lady Sumihime.
Either way, I do respect the dude. He's just going in and going for it.
Okay. Yeah, anyone else? Anyone doing anything before he actually speaks to her, or yeah, I mean, anyone outside doing anything as well? If you guys want to jump in and do anything, you're more than welcome to.
No, nothing for me.
Yeah, I'm good, don't worry.
Okay, then I guess you will hear Shosuro saying to her, Sumihime-sama, I apologize very much that I have not brought a gift, but I do believe there is something strange happening here today. I hope no one has caused you any trouble. As she kind of gives him a glance and she says, "Oh, what kind of strange?" And he says, "Well, two of your other suitors are currently trying to kill each other in the other room, and I believe someone may have done something to our drinks." And he like leans in closer and then looks over to the side and he walks up to the door and then he is going to close the door. As he slides it closed, you will hear he continues talking, but Estrella, I would like you to give me a perception check, as you would be the only one to actually hear this. I assume the arcane eyes followed them in there, though?
Indeed, so I can see the everything that's happening under the I won't be able to hear it, but I will be able to see it.
So, yeah, Estrella, as soon as he closes the door, it shuts all the sound out, and you can't hear what's happening in the room anymore. Though, at June, you would see him kneel down in front of the table, and he would you would see him kind of on one knee. He will pull something from from a pouch on his belt. You'll see he's got a bag of holding that is just sort of attached there on his side. As he reaches into it, he is going to pull out what looks like a green mask. It looks very similar to the masks that Jerry and Estrella wear, and you are going to see him just present it to her as she sits up straight for the first time, and she's like, suddenly she's paying attention, and then he puts it back in the bag. You guys doing anything?
Yeah, I'm describing this to Seta, and I'm like, the hell is going on in there?
What do you mean?
He pulled out a green mask, similar to the ones that we have in our group. The heck?
Really?
Yeah, it, I'm, yeah, I'm speechless. I'm gobsmacked. I don't know what to do about that. Huh. Yeah, straight. I don't know where the hell you are.
Who, me? No, I'm literally next. I dropped the transformation. I'm standing in front of you.
No, Australia.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine. You can tell me about it later.
But yeah, I'll just continue watching the meeting.
Okay, I'm just gonna move Estrella into the room so you guys can see, because you can technically see into that room, but otherwise I'm just talking about a blank space. but Australia, you're not actually. Yeah, unless you want to go peek around through the window or something, but you guys can't technically see in there. So, does Australia actually show up on the screen? Maybe this is.
Yeah, yep. Should do. Like, I can see myself on the like the stream. That's why I know where I am.
Yeah, it's fine. Doesn't matter. So as you carry on watching, you will see her give a nod and gestures that she's saying something, and she seems a lot friendlier to him than she was to the others. But you can give me an insight check. I'll say Seto, you can make one with advantage because you can actually roll, and as June is relaying this information to you.
Inside check, sure thing.
Oh, holy shit, these wolves.
So you guys can tell that she seems to have dropped the facade a little bit. She's not in her full like prissy. Okay, yeah. So sorry, I explained that badly. So you were giving Seto advantage there.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But he got a 21. So it's between the two of you. You figure out that she seems to be addressing him in the way that she usually speaks to you guys, not in her. She's dropped all the formalities.
Oh.
And yeah, as Stray would have heard that this guy is actually from the Scorpion clan. He seems to be speaking to her about something quite intensely, but then you will see them both laughing. Like he just told a good joke.
Why the fuck would she? Is there something that we don't know?
Maybe they're joking about our incompetence.
Damn it.
And with that, he will step forward and he will put out a hand as she is going to like grip his forearm as they like shake, like it is not very princess like at all. They look like soldiers that have been in battle together as they shake hands, and they both seem to have a smile on their face. You guys will see the illusion start to show up of like a, I don't know, crying laughing emoji, as it seems like the only gift that was given was a joke, but probably wasn't enough, as the spell fades again, and Estrella, you will see the door slide open once more as he tries to exit the room. As he leaves, you'll see him walk up to the daimyo, give the same formal goodbyes, and he makes a show of he says, "Well, I guess it didn't work out this year. I wish the best of luck to you and your sons, Lord Daimyo," and he is going to start making his way back towards the entrance. However, as he gets halfway across the courtyard, he is going to turn in the direction of the kitchens, and he starts making his way over.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh
wait, what?
shit.
Hey,
Divine
God.
transformation. Boom.
That escalated quickly.
Wait, who's heading over to the kitchen? Oh,
The
the
green guy,
The daimyo? Or
Oh.
where he is?
the champion,
the
the
that
suitor,
guy, the
yes.
captain. Yeah, so I am gonna go sit down and just wait as if I'm a servant, just waiting to be called.
Oh no.
Okay, yeah, you'll hear his footsteps approaching, and then you'll hear him stop and speak to the samurai that was standing outside, as you hear a conversation between them as he just says, Would you mind if I had a quick word with the cook? Would just like to compliment them on their tea. And he says, well, I'm afraid the cook might be out for a while. We've had a bit of an incident, but if I'm not sure. And he says, well, if I could just speak to that young tea girl, uh, I think they may have been responsible anyway. And he says, well, help yourself. By which point you've situated yourself looking completely inconspicuous.
Yep.
And he will open the door and step into the kitchen.
Yeah, Jin will get up and up to you and bow respectfully and say, "Please welcome. Hi, just do general greetings and stuff." I don't know much Japanese well enough to do it as well as Sakura does, but I'm basically mimicking Sakura at this point.
Yeah, he'll walk in and say, huh? Oh, hiya. I have just come to discuss what. And as he steps in, he'll look through the window at the samurai outside, who astray. You'll see him kind of look awkward for a second and then step away, like it was getting a glare from someone inside. Uh, though he does kind of leave the door open as he says, "Please sit. I have just had a very interesting conversation with the princess."
Yeah, Jin-san, very respectfully.
I admire your attempt at what you tried to do earlier. Unfortunately, the scorpion is well versed in toxins. I'm sure you understand. Don't worry. No need to keep up the guise around me. Sumihime has told me that you're one of hers.
Oh, thank goodness! I hate acting like that.
I take it you're not alone in this endeavor?
Well, there's a few of us. I won't say who. Just pick them.
I do admire your work. I think there is a chance we may be able to work together ourselves, if you may be interested after the festival.
Huh. Okay. I will barely note that.
Well, I'm sure Sumihime will give you the details, but it is good to meet someone from the Southern organization. It has been quite some time since I've been so far down here.
Hmm. That's good. Yeah, Jin doesn't really know what to do right now, so she's just kind of uncomfortable. But yeah,
He seems like he's kind of trying to just be polite, but then
yeah.
as he notices you kind of starting to feel a bit like, okay, where's this conversation going? He leans in closer and he says, just a little piece of advice. In a place like this, don't assume that you're going to set off any alarms. No one really wants to start an entire war, but there may be people who hold grudges. And he
Hmm.
said, and he like gives you a bit of a wink, and he says, "But I have a sneaking suspicion who you may be working with, and honestly, I'm starting to get impressed." As you get the feeling he's referring to the Blue Dragon clan, and Sumihime must have told him quite a bit. It
Hmm.
seems she was very open with him.
Well, I wish you luck in your future endeavors. I hope we get to work together in the future. And she gives a small smile.
I'm sure we'll see each other again soon. Good luck to you as well. And he's going to stand up and start making for the door.
Yeah. Can I just like do the June thing and just like have a peek into his mind type of thing, just to get a feel for his character? Just a little touch.
Yeah, you can. Please give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no, that doesn't sound good. But good thing I'm good at wisdom saving throws.
Rolling out one.
Roll a negative. Roll a -2.
I'm quite good at wisdom saves. I have a -3 modifier.
25.
So, as you try and read his thoughts, you will start to hear this high-pitched noise, like this high frequency that to most mortal minds might just sounds like it would shatter your. I mean, if it was an actual sound, it would shatter your eardrums for sure. But there's like this surge of pain through your head, and then you feel something else deep within just push back against it, and you break through this barrier. It seems like he has some sort of maybe an abjuration spell or something protecting his thoughts, like a ring of mind shielding or something of that effect. But as you kind of get this feedback loop, you you push back, and with a 25 you take control, reaching into that surface layer of thoughts. But he does sort of stop at the door and look back over his shoulder, and you will hear the first thought on his mind say, "You're talented, I'll give you that. But as I said, try not to draw too much attention to yourself." And he like is just giving you a glance over the shoulder.
Jin just gives her gives a small smirk and just gives him a wink.
Are you going to try and push deeper, or are
Nah,
you just leaving it?
I'll just leave it. I'll just retract from there.
Okay. Yeah. So, though you did manage to get a foothold there, he seems well trained against these kinds of things, as you might expect from the Scorpion clan. But he is going to make his way out to the entrance, and there is only the two suitors that have been fighting each other left. And by this point, one of them has won the battle, which let's see. Yeah, you will see that by the time you get back here, Estrella, Wan Yao is in the corner, unconscious. As he has been knocked out, and you'll see the table is completely split in half, and the Scorpion, I mean the Phoenix Clan guy is like, you see, he looks like he's on drugs, but he's like got his equipment ready, and he just seems like amped to go as he starts making his way out as soon as he sees the guy in green walk past. Yeah, he sort of crosses past the paths there, makes his way across to the end of the room where the daimyo is. And are you guys going to do anything as he's walking past?
Does he look fine?
No, he looks like he's on cocaine.
I think this is a job well done.
He walks into the daimyo's room, does not bow, walks over to the middle of the table and slams the box down. And he goes, "All right, where's the bitch? Let's go. I'm ready for this." And the daimyo just looks at him in horror.
Oh, this man fucked up.
Open.
And the daimyo looks at him and says, "Excuse me, Mr. Isawa, I don't believe that kind of language." And he goes, "Listen, you old fuck, I'm here to get married. I don't care if you want to get in my fucking way. I'm going to kick your ass too. Like, you want some?" And the daimyo just like looks at him as the guy goes, "All right, I guess we're going," and he rolls up his sleeves and he conjures up another lightning dragon in front of him as the two guards step in behind him, and the daimyo just like rolls his eyes a little bit as yeah, Australia, you're in the room. Are you doing anything?
I'm trying to hide the laughter because that's like oh man, I love this.
It's funniest shit I've ever seen.
It's like, all right, where's the bitch?
First words, where is the bitch?
Where the whole
Honestly, is it bad that I'm kind of rooting for him to win?
Man, like when I heard him, I was like, you know what? Technically, I should be rooting for like Daichi, but I sort of want
Summons
him
this
more.
lightning dragon around him. He goes, "Come on out, you fucking whore! I got you a gift. Don't you want it? Come on!" And you see the daimyo getting to his feet, and he says, "All right, I think that's enough." As he starts walking over, he tries to launch this jutsu at him, and the daimyo just bats it out of the way as he deflects it off of his own hand, off of the mirror that was sitting behind him, and directly back into Isawa, who gets knocked off of his feet by his own lightning dragon, right into the arms of the guards behind him, as he just looks up and he immediately starts like swearing and going at them as well, like, "Come on, you want to go? You want to go?" And they just are going to drag him away, and not to the entrance this time, but round the corner to the back where no one can see. At which point,
Oh, they are gonna take him down the stream.
yeah, you hear the shouting stop soon after, but you will see Sumihime walk out and speak to the daimyo and go, "And that? What was that all about?" And he just goes, "I'm terribly sorry about that, my lady. Seems some of our suitors have gone entirely mad. I believe that is everyone, though. Have you come to a decision?" And she just looks and she goes, "Of these assholes? Where do you find these people, daimyo? I'm going back to my room. Thank you very much, but I think I'm done here for today." And she's going to walk across to the other side of the room and open the door, as you seem to have gotten rid of all of the suitors. One of them definitely missing, as he's still unconscious. The rest kind of disgraced. And is there anything else you guys would like to do before we sort of end the session, as you have successfully completed the mission?
Out of interest, I would like to cast this and basically just use it to look at what was inside the box that I tied to the ground. The green guy's box.
Oh yeah, you slip that into the box, and you will see he had a flute made of driftwood. He had just a piece of parchment with a poem about the sun written on it, and the last thing, there's a small golden mirror.
Classic. And I'm just going to walk out and return to Jerry and Sakura.
Cool. Yeah, I suppose, is June, how are you getting out?
I think June is just gonna dimension door to like a nearby alleyway.
Yeah, easily done. And you'll take Zeta with you. So, Straya, how are you getting?
This is still open? Just gonna be there? I'm just gonna... just for dramatic flair, just to the daimyo send him a message and say, the kami of Discord has been fairly entertained. And then Dimension Door out.
Okay, yeah, he'll like react for a second as though he suspects something, but by the time he can act, you are already gone. So, with that, yeah, with the Dimension Doors, you guys all make your escape and meet back up at the tea shop. And I think that is where we will end things tonight. As
Job done.
yeah, I know actually didn't exactly pitch up, but did he even really need to? Yeah, sorry if that was a strange session. I hope you enjoyed.
Oh man, I love that guy. Like, what was his name? I wrote it down.
Sour.
Yeah, he's sour. Like, he's so. Oh man, I like him. Oh, I found him. I found Isawa. He's okay.
Yeah, I should do that next time. We. No, I should
Call
not.
that
Sakura
to
should
Sumihime.
do that.
Where's the bitch?
Yeah, that's a great idea because she already loves me. You know, that'll just make her love me even more.
Clearly.
Yeah, 100%.
Bruh.
Just
Oh.
bruh.
If I rolled some other shit on that table, that could have gone so fucking AWOL.
Oh yeah.
There's some mad stuff there, bro. Like,
This is the best.
The poor chef. I'll be entirely honest. My intent was with the chef was just get him caught on the banister and just let June walk into the room. But robes fall. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, he's probably going to be sentenced to seppuku as far as
Instead, you got him
as you guys have seen
accused for
before.
sexual assault. Good job.
Wait, so cool. He has like such guts. It's like, where's the bitch?
I know he was on drugs. I don't know if you missed
Oh.
that, but he was heavily intoxicated. He didn't think that was going to work in a normal, clear state of mind. He was. Yeah, you got him with the drugs.
And the other guy just fucking dead. Just in the corner.
Yeah, he's going to wake up and be very confused as to why he doesn't have a new wife. Who knows? Sumihime might have just really liked that guy.
Just saw him slumped over. You know what? He's cute.
My cat says it's sleeping time. And
Enjoy.
and
Sorry,
we
you
have
guys were audience
established
members
that
tonight?
my cat is the true Elven Lord. Yes. It is bedtime. So thanks for the game. Don't worry about me and Jerry not being. It was our choice. We're good. But yes, good night. Thanks for the game.